And welcome to Planet 412. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, here, let me make this bigger for a second. How's everybody doing? Uh, Let me go here. Hi, BJ. BJ, my moderator, who is the greatest moderator on earth, is taking care of things. Hey, Bohemian Gypsy, Kel. Here, I gotta fix the camera as always. You guys are seeing some of my equipment that you shouldn't be seeing. Well, when people come in, you won't see anything but us. Let's see, man, it's flying. DJ, Kel, Carol, Quicksilver, Bonnie Moore, Ancient Ruby, Unreal Estate Agent. How you doing? Um, I'm reading what you said, Matt. You'll have to type in the channel, then go to his. Oh, there must be another. I'll look at that in a little bit, brother. I saw some of your messages earlier. We'll definitely talk about it. So, guys, we have a great show for you tonight. I was not planning on having anybody here tonight. But hey, Paula Hawk and Sandra, how you guys doing? But I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be alone. I have somebody that offered to always be here if I needed anybody. And Taz is back. If you haven't noticed, the thumbnail changed, and he has somebody else with him. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Taz back, and I'm going to bring in his son Nathanael. So guys, welcome to Planet 412's review live stream. Taz again. So it's a joy. Wait. You're muted. Hold on. Let me unmute you. I have to ask you to unmute. I apologize. All right, guys, you there?
I'm here.
We're here.
Again, thanks for being here again. I was so happy that you said you could come. And then when I threw out Nathanael, if he wanted to come, I was super stoked, Nathanael. So thank you as well for coming on tonight.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Matt. It's fun to be here. I'm excited.
Absolutely. And everybody, I'm sure everybody in the chat is going to be, especially excited tonight that we have this group. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Happy Canuck, how are you? I hope you're not having any more issues with making any type of comments. You just made one right there. So, Katrina, hello. So tonight, guys, just like you saw on the thumbnail, and I talked about, this is going to be as much as I can find all the videos you guys sent to me. I didn't get everything in the system to click, but we're going to just share it and it's going to be just as good as if it wasn't. So I got a lot of your guys's videos. I will give you credit as we go. And I think it would just be good for everybody if we get started here, guys. So I actually have one pulled up, I believe. Let me see where I have that pulled up. Okay, yep, I see it. All right, this one that I'm pulling up is on TikTok. I don't think I showed this to you guys before. If I did, let me know. And I am going to hide us. And let's give this thing a go. Let me make sure it's at the beginning. Oh, hold on. So as you see, Dogman peeking through window. I don't know why that thing was spinning, and it stopped. Let's restart it.
I think that's part of the video, Matt.
Oh, you? go, guys. There's a view of that. I'm gonna hit the volume. It sounds like it's raining really hard. So we'll start with you, Taz. What do you think? This is through a glass door or a window. You see the glowing eyes. You see the ears on top of the head in night vision. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I just noticed Angry German Sausage says it's scary. I agree with that. So is every horror movie I've ever seen. Um, you know, it kind of looks like a Batman mask with a couple of lights, light devices in the eye sockets.
I wanted to hear your first opinion. I'll give mine after Nathaniel. Nathaniel, what is your opinion on this supposed dog man in the window?
I mean, my first initial thought, glowing eyes in the dark are always, people kind of jump when they hear that. But pretty much any animal you're going to find out in the woods, if you've played around with your dog or your cat, their eyes kind of light up under a camera, under certain kinds of lighting. And
Right.
that's any kind of animal. But then Tazariah made a good point. If you look at the movement, it's not super, it looks kind of human. And
Human.
so that leaves a lot more credence to the, mask idea. I
Yeah.
like that a lot more.
I agree. That's exactly what I wanted to hear from you guys. So I am going to bring us up here real quick. And I just wanted to see what everybody else thinks here. Let's, because this tonight it's always about you guys, but tonight it's really about you guys. These are videos that you guys sent. I think that was from Kat. She sent that to me. Kat is one of our great uh, viewers here, and I want to Cat Appleby. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know if she's here. I don't want to misspell it because it's APP or A. Where to go? Appleby. So I think when we spoke, she did say it was Appleby, but it could be by. I'm not sure. I just want to get it right. Um,
I like someone Vicky said in the chat that's a mirror, not a window. Um,
oh, really? You think
that's what
that's a
Vicky said.
good
That's an interesting
catch?
perspective.
I like that idea. Yeah.
It could be,
Yeah.
and I agree that it's. You want me to really believe these? You want me to really get scared by these? Give me as much context as you can.
Right.
You know, and there's no context here at all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
but I
Well,
mean, it's creepy for what it is. Somebody in here said just looks like a dog to them, and you know what?
yeah.
It may be just a dog looking in the window
Right.
saying, "Let me in from the rain."
True. But you know what? I'm going to also agree with what Nathaniel said is just, and from what I saw when I was 14, absolutely zero comparison to what I saw with my friends and just looks like a skinny dude in
Mhm.
some type of costume. So we're going to not even go through the majority of your guys' comments are all about the same, but Happy Canuck says something here. Were the ears twitching, or maybe he was just shaking his head and shaking the ears on a mask? I did not see the ears shaking. I'll play it one more time for you
I
guys.
did, I did.
Did you?
Yes, and in fact, that's what led me to believe that it was a mask because the way the ears moved, it felt very mechanical and disjointed.
Okay, here, hold on a second.
Watch the ears closely this time.
Let me play it one more time. Yeah, it looked like they moved right there at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just you know what? This last when the thing he or whatever she turns at the end there, that just screams like, where is it? Right here, I think.
Yeah, that it's a
It
cop.
turns. See, it just looks like a person,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
you're waiting for the line. I'm Batman.
so I'm going to stop sharing this one, guys, and I'm going to.
Did we just go offline?
Did you? No, no, no. I stopped sharing the.
Oh, gotcha. Yes,
Hold
I'm with
on one sec.
Sorry, buddy.
There we are. I stopped sharing it before I removed it from the screen. So what I'm going to do real quick is I am going to pop up the next one because I found a pretty interesting one that I thought looked pretty good.
I don't know if I'm getting your name wrong, but commenter Suge, however you would say that. I'm with
Sugi.
you, Sugi. I'm with you. I want to see more different kinds of dogmen. There's always like basically a wolf. I want to see the basset hound dogman. I want to see the
Me too.
poodle dogman. I like that.
I
All
agree.
right. I got one here. Let me come back to you guys real quick and share this on the screen. This one is titled Baby Pushed by a Ghost.
Child's mother had posted the following video as she doesn't know what to make of it. She was in the same room as her son when out of nowhere he began to cry. It wasn't until watching the footage that she was left disturbed. The mother writes, "I'm still trying to figure out if the camera glitched or something pushed my baby. This is what was caught."
Hold on. Somebody requested something. Sorry. I will, BJ, after this.
Doing all right, Matt?
I'm sorry.
Doing okay, buddy?
Oh, geez. Sorry. I thought that was playing. My apologies.
No, that's okay. That's all right. We got you.
That's my fault. I wish somebody you let me know, guys, real quick. I thought it
Yeah.
was playing.
Well, I went offline. Did it end? It ended. I think it ended really
Yeah,
abruptly.
we played through it once. It's like it's like it almost like it just cut. The baby was there, and there wasn't even any movement. Then it was
Yeah,
just down.
no, it's still there. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit.
Bring it back.
And
Let's see the ending again at the very
yeah,
least.
you know what happened? It just stopped sharing. Let me make sure my no my I'm getting a gig, so that's definitely not the problem. But that definitely stopped sharing it for some reason.
That one. Yeah. I want to
All
see
right,
it
so
again.
I got a request that they want us on the screen with this, watching it. They want to see our faces. They say
Okay.
so. Okay, but can you guys see it?
Yeah, it's a little harder that way, but I'll do my best.
Can guys? Can you guys see this? Actually, I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, that'd be hard for. Again, I've got a second monitor here, and even
Hey,
having the
Charlie.
full screened, it's hard to see it.
You know what I can do? I can do this. Hold on. How about that?
That's better. Yeah.
All right, let's try this for everybody. Um, and then I think I can make it. Nah, that they want to see our faces, so we'll give this a shot and see how it works. Let us know. Charlie, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Good to see you. Zudy.
Well, Rick, can you rewind it just right
The
before
child,
the
all of a
action?
sudden,
Sure.
disappears from the camera's view.
I'm going to turn the volume down, too.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys. I was really like thinking there was something to this, but I don't think there's something to this now, based on the way that it cuts. The little guy doesn't get pushed down. The little guy's there 1 second, and then he's down the
The
next.
child, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
disappears from
You
the
know,
camera's view.
Oh,
and
that does
It
look
appears
like
that he
a
was pushed
bad
over
cut.
forcefully.
I
The
agree.
question is,
and
though,
it's funny
what
because
exactly had
the
pushed
feet.
him
The
over?
first time I saw it, the feet
The
connect
cradle in the back
cut
continues to
right
swing
when
as
he
the
fell
child
down. I was like,
vanishes from the
man,
frame,
Yes.
somebody just shoved that
suggesting
kid.
this
But
wasn't a glitch.
on
Yeah.
the second
If it
time over,
was,
I'm like, no, this is just a bad cut.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what. I hope that one of my
the swing
videos,
would have
because
skipped
if
a
this
frame,
is in here,
just
there
like the
might be one that I purposely kept, because I hope I put it in here because it is really awesome, and it's a baby getting pushed. And hey, Scott, how you doing, brother? So let me hop in here real quick and look at these videos and see. I hope it's in here because it really, I watched it over and over and over. And I'm going to be honest with you. The one baby one, oh man, it definitely looks like it was pushed by something. And if I don't find it, I will definitely, oh, here's a good one right here. All right, hold on. Oh, did we watch this, Taz?
I don't know. Bring it
I
up.
don't. No, I don't think we did. All right, hold on a sec, guys. I'm about to share this. Let me pop this up. I will do this again. Let's try this one.
Don't want that.
All right, there we go. And let me throw this on for you guys.
Is this the same one, isn't it?
Oh, no. There's a different one. Hold on.
There we go.
This is the moment three sisters saw what they thought was a monster on their wall.
She said there's a monster on the wall.
The fact the triplets all saw the same thing makes this story extra creepy, and we're going to tell you exactly what happened. It was a normal day at their home in Georgia. 2-year-old triplets Presley, Millie and Hayes woke up from their daily nap, as they always do.
I was at home and the girls had been laid down for a nap. They had been sleeping and they woke up.
But as Mum Caitlin watched her daughters play on the monitor, things took a supernatural turn. Caitlin saw her triplets communicating with something on their wall. Something so scary, it prompted them to back off and hide behind their closet.
All three of them were staring at the exact same space and pointing at it. She said there's a monster on the wall.
The whole thing might have ended there, and Caitlin and the girls would have forgotten about the ghost in the wall. But it happened again. A few nights later, as they slept, not in their cots this time, some kind of ghostly figure appeared to fly in front of the camera. Millie then woke up, apparently convinced there was something in the room.
Millie woke up from a dream, and when I went into the bedroom, she said there's a monster on the wall. And I asked her where, and she pointed to that same spot.
Obviously, both incidents could be a product of healthy toddlers' active imaginations. But it's pretty unusual for 3 kids to see the same ghostly figure in the same place. Either way, it's left Caitlin a little bit unnerved.
I don't have any idea if it's something that's like attached to them or us. They say that kids can see more things than adults. What it is, I have no idea.
What do you think the girls saw? Let us know in the comments.
I'm not real sure about this one, guys.
Yeah.
What is your opinion, everybody?
Nathaniel,
Let's
you go
go.
first.
So to me, the only thing worth even discussing is like, I don't know much about, you see the kind of blur on the camera. To me, that's the
Right.
only thing worth even playing with. I mean, for anyone who's had experience with children, one of them sees a spider, or there's no spider, and one of them is two and just does it,
Right.
and then the other two are their twins, and they just all go, because that's what little kids do. And so
Exactly.
we can talk about the blur on the camera all day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but to pretend that like little girls freaking out at a wall, I have a million little sisters. They're smart, but they were also two once. They do things like that, and they stir each other up, and Riley, that's what children do.
I agree 100%. Taz, I mean, as a father.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also have security cameras, and if a bug zips by it real fast, it has that same kind of vibe. Something goes by it, a shadow goes by it, a light goes by it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is an area for me where I'm more apt to believe it with kids, just because when your dogs start freaking out, when your cats start freaking out, when your kids start freaking out, you should pay attention. The
Right.
one thing I will say though is when those three little girls ran around their dresser or whatever that was, and they hid, they were laughing. They were not
Right.
screaming in terror. They were chuckling, and that is very much three little girls who have stirred up something.
Exactly. I 100% agree. Everybody is agreeing. Sugi, she agrees. Quicksilver, I do believe those girls are genuinely scared. What they are seeing, I don't know. And we all here, everybody here can agree that it's very well known to people in the paranormal that children have an ability to see paranormal things. But I think with the laughing and just playing, I just think it was them playing around. Let me see. Ancient Ruby has a comment. I wanted to put this up, see what she says. She said, I saw a spirit all my life, and my mother would refuse to believe it, yet my father also saw them and grandparents on both sides. I mean, absolutely, that stuff happens. I just question if it was happening there.
Yes.
All right, so let's move along here, guys. So I am going to get out of the baby stuff for a while, and I'm gonna go to uh, something a little different here.
I think it's cool reading all these text messages. All you guys in the chat room, you guys are the best. I mean, you're insightful. You share your stories. You do it in an interesting way. You give insightful observations about the videos. I really enjoy hanging out in the room with all of you guys who are participating.
and and and,
It
and I'm
makes it fun.
It does, and you know what? I have really had a really blessed time getting to know these awesome people because they're sending me videos and messenger and on my and on my Planet 412 email. And so I have a gentleman named Michael Drixler who sent me a TikTok video. Um, let's see what he says. He says, here's one backstory: Russian elite party whilst The private band was holding its concert, the lights went out, and after a short while, the eyes of some of them start to glow. It's an old video, and the original is more or less deleted from the internet. I actually have seen this, and it is creepy as hell if this is the one that I have seen. So let me come and make us smaller again. And I'm going to share this. Add to scene. All right, guys, let's check this one out from Michael.
Мобильный телефон концерта Сергея Шнурова и группы «Рубль» в элитном поселке Горки-3. В разгар выступления в банкетном зале вдруг погас свет. Камера зафиксировала этот момент.
Выступление, на самом деле, как выступление, но что-то случилось со светом. Прекрасный момент, просто погас. Почему-то у большинства людей, которые были в зале, а там были люди совершенно такого серьезного полета, стали светиться глаза. Барабанщик у нас, собственно, выронил палочки, и больше мы песен не играли. Было пи***ц как страшно, поэтому мы съебались оттуда даже. Я и не помню, как мы дома оказались.
А кто эти люди были? Можешь назвать фамилию?
Да чего ты? А там были люди совершенно...
Yeah, I see your message there on real estate. I'll definitely play it a little later. So what did you guys think? Let me redo this again. I'm gonna.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I really didn't see anything either.
Oh, I see it.
Do you?
What'd you see?
Yeah. A few times, a few people, as the lights flick off, their eyes are like little dots. But again, to me, it like feels like that happens with people too in a certain kind of lighting. But then this guy is claiming that their eyes were glowing as he was there looking at them in the dark. See when it cuts there's a couple dim little specks. It's supposed to be pitch black, and that's where their eyes were.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's convincing, but I see what they're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't carry a lot of weight for me. I didn't see a lot of glowing eyes. I saw a lot of like
I didn't either. I'm gonna
eyes
play
when they're light up, and then they
time.
go off. You see them for a minute or two.
Yeah, I need to look really good here because I've missed it both times.
Can you do me a favor just on this one? Like, take us out so I can see it a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on.
'Cause
Hold on one sec.
my old eyes don't see it like I want to.
Absolutely. Let me now make this big.
You don't have to do this whole interview. Just
say if you scroll back like 5 seconds, if we just want if you just watch the cut or the part where the lights flick off, you should.
Oh yeah, I did. I do. Yeah, I did see it. There's just a couple of them.
Yeah. Well, and they probably got longer in his world because he was the guy on stage. So Lord knows what was on at the time.
And I thought. I mean, thank you to Michael. He said there's a different one out there that is a lot longer. That is actually a different one than I was talking about. I saw one that was a really old video. I'll have to look for it sometime. And yeah, Happy Canuck. I was thinking that too. Hey, Karen Root, how are you, lady?
Yeah. The interesting thing is I like the longer videos because they give more context. And I actually have an affinity toward the ones in like places like Russia or Croatia or whatever, because they're not quite as savvy of video manipulation. They're getting there very quickly in the era of the internet and cheaper technology and cheaper equipment. But a long video that tends to be from a more obscure area is going to carry more weight with me. But that one, I agree with Kel. I wasn't impressed with that one at all. That was just light reflection 101.
Well, since you said that, I am going to actually bring up something that I have been wanting this. I've showed here before, but I'm going to show it right now. And I think it is one of the, I think it's one of the top 3 videos proof of Bigfoot in the world. This is from Russia.
Mm.
And return. And there she blows. All right. I am going to bring this up real quick. And this is the long version too. Pause this. Come back to you guys. And this is absolutely, in my opinion, I believe it unequivocally. It is absolutely awesome. I think this is, there's 3 in the world. There's Patty, and then there's one, this older gentleman, I forget what his name is. He caught one, and then there's this, and I just think it is absolutely phenomenal. All right, I'm actually gonna hide us guys for this one because I want them to really see this. And anybody that I have said hi to, hello, welcome.
Короче, он, короче, опять на нас смотрелся. Если что, на YouTube выложит. Смотри,
No, you'll see it coming through the trees in the back.
он детки начал видеть, по-моему. Я ничего не вижу. О, вон передвигается. Чучело. Смотри, ветки шатаются. Смотри. О, побежал. Я заснял его. Испугать его пошли.
The way that it moves, the way that it jumps, the speed, it's running on it's on knuckles. You'll get a better view too. I don't think there's any doubt in this video.
Я боюсь. Надо опять эту съемку.
Their reaction is, and I
Чрезвычайное положение. Пошли за ним. Я ничего не вижу. Передвигается. Чучело. Смотри, ветки шатаются. Смотри. О, побежал. Я заснял его.
I mean, a man doesn't have arms that long and jumps like that. I'm gonna move it back. See the zoom. Now here, right here, you see it come. How it jumps down, spreads its arms.
Я заснял его. Испугать его пошли. Я заснял. Ё-моё. 2 метра, урод.
And they're
Я боюсь. Надо опять. Чрезвычайное положение. Пошли за ним.
Yeah. That it's quick. If it's not a Bigfoot, it's there's no that's not a human being running through.
no.
You know, is it a dogman? Is it a giant gorilla that got loose from the zoo? Because you know, that's not a bear, because you see
No.
the way the upper arms move when it's running
Right.
on its back legs.
And
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just sort of going through, like, trying to check off. Is it a bear? Nope, don't think so.
the way it jumps and spreads its arms,
I mean-
you know, it's using its knuckles there.
Yep. What do
The
you
body
want?
type are wrong, but a man could move that fast. I got to challenge. The body type is all off for a person, but
What do you guys think? Hey, Michael.
I mean,
Albert Jacobs.
like I said the last time I was on here, my world's more than big enough for a Bigfoot to be in it. I got no reason to doubt that this is not Bigfoot.
Right.
There's nothing in there that says unequivocally it's anything else. It's you know, I know that there's no giant gorillas in Russia.
Right.
When I see the way that animal moves, the only other thing in my brain
It
that
could be.
it could be, here's the thing. Yes, and I know there's big men all over the world, but a big man, a strong man, a fast man in a costume moving at that rate of speed
I
like
don't
a
see it
gorilla,
happening.
I don't see it happening. So
Really?
if you
Charlie Budden.
if you
Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
no, I'm agreeing with Charlie. Arms are too long to be human. No, he thinks it looks like Dogman. They move like that. Bigfoot is more casual.
Yeah, they could go definitely down on all fours for sure, Charlie. Good comment for sure. I
Yeah.
just see more primate when I'm looking at that. It just screams primate to me.
Right, me too.
Carol says, looks real. Let's go back. Sandy, hope everything's working for you too, Sandy, that no problems anymore. She says, whoa. Again, Sugi looks pretty real to me.
Yep.
BJ says, I agree with Sugi. Unreal Estate Agent says, maybe a bear man. People don't think of that. It could be. Right. Obviously, bear men, not very well known or even recorded, but according to people out there, there 100% have been people that have said that they've seen a giant Sasquatch, dogman body type of creature, but its head, absolutely, they swear 100% it was a bear. And then you also have bat squatch, which there's been people who have given there's even on some shows they've given reports to police saying that they've seen a Sasquatch with wings. So could be. You never know.
I mean, yeah, I don't think this is a man.
No, absolutely not. Sugi, good point. You can see the 4 muscle groups in its back. Yeah, it's
You don't
very
think it's
good.
a what, Tazariah?
Man.
I don't know. I think it's very well done. I think, I'm not out to disprove it. I'm not. I don't have a problem saying, if I meet these people and they're regular Joes and they have no experience in this and they swear it's real, I'd be inclined to believe them. But just
Right.
taking the footage as it is, knowing nothing, and saying, could this be faked? I disagree with you guys. Now, again, if these are just regular Joes, it's more likely, it's easier to believe that it is real. But this is in 2015. There is all kinds of ridiculous, we talk about, throw on like a Spirit Halloween Sasquatch costume, but
Right.
There's all kinds of crazy prosthetics, both for makeup, but
Yeah,
also,
for sure.
Planet of the Apes movies. Look at how they shoot those, where the guys have these crazy things. So
You're absolutely
again,
right.
it seems like it's like a dad and son walking around. So it's hard to believe they would have all that. But just from the lens of, could this be faked? I think it could be. Doesn't mean it is.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, Nathaniel. I think culturally speaking, like I had said before the video, culturally speaking, I'm like, if I said to you, okay, 50% you're not sure, or and go in either direction, some percentage point, which way would you lean? For me, this one, I'm definitely leaning on it being more real. It's feasible.
Me too.
But when I take in the Russia factor, when I take in the some of the things I'm seeing in the video. And then when I consider what I know about what it takes to turn a guy into one of those giant gorillas in Planet of the Apes, and the type of money and the type of effort and the type of time and commitment for a 30-second video that they're going to get a handful of clicks on, when you start thinking it logistically with a producer
Right.
on, it lends credence to where it
Yeah,
being
what are
more
they gonna
likely.
get out of it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
No
absolutely.
one knows who they are. They're not gonna make any money from it.
Right.
Sonia says Bear Man is mentioned in the missing book of the Bible, Jasher. The Bear Man stole some donkeys. That's interesting. There was one comment I
I
wanted.
agree with you, Charlie, about gorilla movement.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was looking for Charlie's to put up here. One sec, Charlie. Where to go? See, that's just the thing with how fast this thing goes. Let's see, will that work? Yes, it goes slow. I found a way to make it go slow. Thank God. I would have give these guys a comment, a chance to comment. Charlie says, if you watch gorillas, though they don't move that way, any video I've ever seen, they move more arms down with purpose. That creature is being purposely animated. Okay.
Yeah, I see what he means.
Yeah, I know. I understand what he's saying too. Let's see. This is There are certain animals not allowed in the ark. I believe the cryptids are those animals. 100%, Charlie. You and I are on the same one. I think the Nephilim and some other types of creatures were absolutely not allowed to go on there. Well, speaking of the Bible terms, the brother whose inheritance was stolen from was unusually hairy. Reem, they use a wolf skin to fool the father into giving the inheritance to the wrong brother. That's interesting. Huh. Huh. Okay. Well, I am going to stop sharing that one and bring us
Pretty
back
cool
up.
one.
That I thought you
Yeah,
guys might like that one. So I'm gonna
for sure.
go and I'm going back to some of my good friends who sent me some videos. Let's see here. Who's next? I know Kat sent me a bunch. I think, let me see. No, she didn't send one. Kat did, but I know other people sent me some too. Let me see. Charlie, you sent me. Let me see. I think you did, didn't you?
Matt, while you're looking, I want to ask a question in the chat of you that they're asking you. Matt,
Sure.
Matt, what are your thoughts on the different types of appearances of Dogman? There are
Oh, okay.
many. They say some say 7. I suspect there could be all kinds all kinds in possibility. That's from Unreal Estate Agent 7.
Yeah, I see it. That's a great question. Oh, Michael, awesome. Welcome, brother, to the Planet 412. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you joined and you're with us. Unreal estate agent, that is a great question. I've had people ask me that before, and I've actually uh, given an answer to that without even being asked before. And my opinion on that is, I have over the years the ridiculous amount of research I've done, the different, thousands of different, experiences and stories out there. Um, and some of my very good friends who have had experiences that I believe are real, like for instance, I had one friend of mine that she was attacked or she was chased by a dog man and it looked like a pit bull with blue eyes. I had another friend of mine that had an experience where it looked like a white German Shepherd or wolf type animal. I've had another one where somebody told me that it looked like a Doberman Pinscher, and I've had actually multiple people who have written into me over the last couple of years since I started the channel that have actually brought up the Doberman Pinscher, the German Shepherd are two of the most regular. Of course, the Wolf are the number one. My thoughts on that is, you look at how many different kinds of breeds of dog there are in the world, and I think that, I can't, of course, I can't put a number on it, but I just get a sense that you have so many different breeds of dogs. I think that there's a lot of different breeds of dog men out there. Um,
Well, and
I
the
don't
waters,
think,
I think, if I could jump in, Matt, the
yeah,
waters
of
get a
course.
little muddy because not everybody calls them dogmen. There are different
Right.
names in different places. Like we talked before, I grew up in the Southwest.
Skinwalkers, werewolves.
Chupacabras,
Yes.
but
Well,
they are absolutely, in my opinion, within the dogmen world or genre. But
okay.
they don't call chupacabras dogmen. They're their own entity, and so I think that that's a factor as well. If you try to catalog the different kinds of dogmen out there, you first have to determine, agree what that means.
Josie Nebby. Oh my goodness. Last YT donation. I'm downloading the Venmo app tomorrow. Thank you for all of your hard work, Matt. I, I'm speechless. Thank you,
Josie,
sweetheart.
that's so kind of you.
It's so sweet. Thank you, sweetheart. You are amazing. Josie Nebby is I've become a very good friend with her. She is so awesome. And not because she donates, because she's just an amazing human being. And her and I and her children are going to be having a very detailed conversation in the coming week. She is an American Indian,
Mhm.
um, and they have had quite a few very interesting experiences. So I'm going to be having some discussions. I've gotten to be good friends with her. She's a great. I can't thank you enough, Josie. Thank you, sweetheart. And what she mentioned was about the Venmo, if anybody's curious. So I put, and it's been there for a while, but in the description, there is my tags for Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I sat down and I looked at the beyond generous donations that I've gotten of late, and I also looked at what came out of that from YouTube, which is 30% per donation. And it has really added up. And when I was like really looking at the final numbers of what they took, I was like, that's not cool. They're taking a lot of donation money that these people want the channel to have. Because trust me when I tell you guys, every dime that you donate here is going to the channel. Like I'm getting a new computer when I can afford it and some other stuff. It's going to make me have the ability to have a better channel and to make you guys have better content. And so long story short, people I was talking to some of my other subscribers and they're like, you should put your Venmo and whatever you have out there because it's not going to take anything from you. So I did. So
Yeah,
that's where that
did you
came
say it's 30 cents on the dollar that YouTube takes?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Isn't
Crazy.
it? It's a sin. Josie, thank you again. I am absolutely blown away by that. You guys are all phenomenal. I'm just also very happy how many people are coming to the live streams lately. It's been a good time. So let me go back in here and pull up a different one. And there was one. I want to show you guys. This is a paranormal one, and I'll go after this, and I'll start bringing up the viewers ones. I wanted to show you guys this one before.
I can't wait to hear Josie's episode with you. I love
Oh
hearing
man,
about Native American stuff. It's so fascinating.
man! From what I've already learned, it's going to be a good one. All right, let's see where you at. Videos. All right, there's an old video I am looking for. Okay, I guess they don't. Let me put in specific old VHS. All right, so what I'm looking for is there's an old VHS video of a man he's possessed and he starts to turn into a demon, and I wanted to show you guys that, and I'm looking for it right now. It used to pop up. I wonder if they took it off here. I'll be disappointed if they did.
Interesting, Michael. I've been seeing you talking in chat, talking about your story there at Daniel Boone. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I heard it like that. That's cool. I haven't heard of one like that.
I have too, and Michael, we absolutely need to sit down and discuss that on a phone call or on a video call. I'm gonna have to look. Hey, you know what, BJ? Do me a favor, sweetheart. Could you look up online? It's an older one, I think, like from the 70s. A man was possessed, and they have a recording of him, and then there's one of a woman turning into. It looks like he turns into a demon. I think he murdered or tried to murder his wife. If you could look that up for me. In the meantime, I am going to put on one of our viewers' videos. This is Mrs. Sunny, and she has sent me some stuff. So let's see there. Let's see. I believe that's it right there.
Charlie, I agree with you about the spiritual warfare. Holy smokes. Wish I could just have all you at my house for a big party. I like all you people. You're just fun.
They're all very, very cool. Sorry, this one's taking a little longer. I want to give everybody the opportunity to play theirs. All right, here's one she saw me. I think we've watched it before, but it's a really good one. So it's definitely worth it. All right, let me pause this. All right, let me come back, share it. It's about the Paris catacombs.
Ooh, okay.
All right. That's that
This
famous.
camera was found deep in the catacombs. It was picked up by a catacomb explorer, some of the people who wandered down there. It was given to me. I looked at the tape. It's very bizarre.
The Paris catacombs, once a successful resource of limestone mining that built the city above, now sits an endless maze that leads straight to the gates of hell. The catacombs holds approximately 6 million remains of corpses from the Les Innocents cemetery, On May 31st, 1780, the basement wall adjoining the cemetery collapsed. The cemetery was unusable and the city was left to decide what to do with the millions of remains. Over 600 years of remains were transported via a covered wagon to the catacombs. At first, the drop sites were disorganized piles of bones. In 1810, renovations were ordered and the bones were organized, and some remains of the bone building is still witnessed today. But aside from what you can see on the tours, the catacombs are much bigger. Hundreds of miles of tunnels. 90% of the catacombs are abandoned today and forbidden to enter by anyone. Along the city, there are small passageways that stem from the tunnels. You can easily get lost and it means certain death. A tape of a man exploring the catacombs was discovered in the tunnels and brought back to the surface. It was examined and it was determined that he never made it out.
It's a point of view shot.
That's
Point of view shot
horrifying.
is somebody just walking forwards with the camera. So basically he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs. Other than the point of view shots or pictures of bones.
The video shows the man exploring, but he soon begins to panic. He runs through the maze of tunnels and his breathing gets heavy. As he is running, you can hear and tell the man is freaking out. He then drops the camera in the water and is seen running away out of frame. The camera keeps recording until the camera runs out of batteries. A team of urban explorers set out deep into the catacombs to explore and maybe find the man on the tape.
So I brought the tape to a cataphile, an urban explorer. Cataphiles are strange people. They're people who have this passion for the catacombs. These people go down there to find new passages, new entries, new bones. Lézard is probably the person in Paris who knows the catacombs better than anyone. So according to Lézard, the person is not someone who knew his way around. My intention right now is to go down with a still photographer, Vincent, a friend. I'm also going to take an excellent sound man, Francis, to spend some time in the catacombs and try to solve the mystery.
A 12-hour attempt by Francis Freeland was made to find the man, but to no avail. The team began to run low on batteries and flashlights, and the expedition was called off. We may never know what happened to the man, and he will most likely never be found.
This videographer, he could still be down there. Maybe he found his way out. Nobody knows.
Really, the tunnels are so incredibly vast. Our chances of finding the lost man are probably very slim. But we do know by looking at his video that he got as far as these lower levels, where we are now.
Anybody can get lost in here. I mean, imagine just running out of batteries on your flashlight. You're dead. You're dead. It's true. I mean, just look at this. You lose your flashlight. What happens? We're finished. We're dead.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell beside it and select the box. That way you'll be notified for any new videos. Also be sure to check out other documentaries and lists on our channel if you're
That was from one of our very, very good supporters and part of the Planet 412 family. That is from, let me get the whole thing correct here. Mrs. Sunny 11. So thank you for sending that video. You know what? I've seen that one a number of times. And it just absolutely horrifies me. I mean, can you guys imagine being stuck down there with, first of all, you got to imagine, it's got to be horrendously haunted with all of those skulls and, oh man.
Yeah, that's, if there's ghosts in this world, which I believe there are, then that's where they are. Then they, how did I catch that right? Millions of bodies were disposed down there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be caught. I wouldn't be caught dead. I wouldn't be caught dead down there. I want no part of that. No, thank you. I agree with everybody in the chat, it looks terrifying. And I mean, dangerous people going down there to live, maybe, to get away from the authorities. It's
Mhm.
cavernous. It goes on forever. There's all kinds of creepy crawlies.
Just not a single thing. Why? Like anything in the vast list of what you could possibly find, all of it is terrible.
Right.
Like anything that's even remotely feasible, none of it is even a little bit appealing.
Yep.
I don't.
Well, and with this particular one with the video camera, my biggest $1 million question is, you know, when they found the camera, where were they? How far in were they?
Hey,
Because
Yvonne.
I wouldn't necessarily even want to be where the camera was. Something
No.
happened to that guy.
No, they said he's never been seen again. They've had like officials on saying, it's not fake. The guy's really disappeared.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna
Um,
say, like, yeah, do they know? They didn't name him, which is fine. But, like, yeah, do they know? Oh, this guy
yeah,
went
they
down this
did
way.
know who the guy is. I think I saw a show, a newer one where they actually did name the guy. Um, there have been different types of. I think Happy Canuck is talking about it right now. There have been groups that have gone down there, like in shows, like like adventurers and stuff. And this one guy, I think it was the guy they showed talking, had gone down there with a group of his professional people, and they were down there and they got lost and they didn't get out of there for like 6 or 7 hours. They thought they were going to they're like, we thought we were going to end up just like the guy in the camera.
Wow.
Happy Canuck said there are a lot of tour guides that bring you down there. Then, after about 1 hour, they abandon you there, go back in a few days, then steal your stuff. Oh my God, how horrifying.
Yes, that's just terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, that's
Here's a
terrifying, top to bottom.
Carol said, I doubt there's a square inch on earth that someone hasn't died and is haunted. Good point. Just depends how haunted it is or not.
Maybe not every square inch, but certainly maybe every
Quite
square.
a bit of it.
Yeah.
Charlie says, Ruby, you are correct. When Father decides it's time to wake up, he will show you things you had no idea about. I think I came into a conversation.
Yeah. It's been an interesting conversation with Charlie, an unreal estate agent and such. They're just talking about the increase, the increasing sightings, the increasing everything, and what that could be leading to.
Happy
And I
Canuck
agree with
says
them.
she has family in Paris, and that's a fact that
I
happened.
think she's referring to the whole guys that just leave you there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Can you imagine?
I hate that. At least in a cave, like I don't go spelunking, but I've gone to like a big caves in America. At least you can like water flows. You can feel for
Hey,
the
El
air, like
Martino.
natural
I
thing. I
agree.
would hate to be in a cave in the dark. I mean, I go on super big, super popular ones where there's a bunch of people and it's like a
Right,
state guy. But even
right.
then, but just I hate that. I hate
Yeah,
that.
with the one, and we'll move to the next video. The one thing that absolutely I refuse to watch the videos anymore. It makes me so nervous and scared is when they show these videos of these divers that dive into these unknown caves and they end up getting stuck and dying.
Oh yeah.
That would probably, for me, next to drowning and being eaten by a shark, be the second worst thing that could ever happen to me. Because like if you get stuck, I don't care if you're freaky about tight spots. You get stuck in a cave and you think you're gonna die, you're gonna flip.
Right.
Oh man, I would never go into one of those caves in a million years.
Yeah. Well, I'm too much of a chicken scaredy cat. I'm not big on even going into the ocean, let alone
I
a cave in the ocean.
I used to when I was younger. I
Right.
used to all the time do it. And I remember on my honeymoon, we went. we had different things we did. And you want to hear real quick? Stacy actually did something really cool. She's like, "Hey, how would you like to go for the first part of our honeymoon to the Orange Bowl? Because we were catching a cruise down in Florida, and to go through the Mexico's, Cozumel, and all that, and then coming back into the Florida Keys, and we're just gonna hang out and veg. We're beach bums." But she's like, "Hey, I got tickets for the Orange Bowl. It was Steve Spurrier's last hurrah as Florida's head coach, and they played Maryland." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Are you serious?" And we went there, but when we got back, the point I'm getting to is when we were down in the Key area, I went in the water and I was just floating there, like, had my arms out, my legs out, and it was we got married in December, on December 29th, 2001. But there was, down there for them, it's cold, like, but we're coming from Arctic weather in Ohio. So I'm in the water and all, and then I started noticing not many people, and then a helicopter flies over, and then it starts like hovering in my area. That gave me complete fear, and I got out of there. So I figured there was a shark nearby, and he was hovering because of that. And I got out and I looked up, and he like waved and left. So I was like, "Oh man, okay, that's enough. I will never float in the water like that again." All right, guys, let's move on. I guess, because now knowing what sharks look at, that would have probably looked like a seal or something on top of the water.
Yep.
All right, let's move on
Are
here.
you going to start sending us some shark videos to watch?
Would you like me to get a shark video?
No.
Either would I.
I think I got one more in me, Matt.
Okay, then let me do this. BJ, did you get that video from me? Let me ask BJ. I finally found them. That the demon. Did you find that for me, Beej? I'm looking at her texting me, because that's the one I want to show you, Nathaniel.
Okay.
And I promise next time you come, it's going to be bing, 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 bing.
No worries. No, it's no. I'm having a great time. I'm a time zone behind you, but I get up at 5 a.m. to scamper up.
Okay,
So
I got you.
I've become a grumpy old man who has to go to bed. Otherwise, I just don't get up.
I'll hang with you as long as you want, Matt. We'll put the youngins, tuck in the
No
youngins.
problem. And I just got yelled at. I just got yelled at because I got my wedding date wrong.
That is a date you should not get wrong, brother.
No, I got it wrong, and I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to talk about it anymore. So that shows you I'm getting old. Excuse me, sorry, Stacy. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, we will move on from that. Let's see. Okay. I guess I don't think she found it. I was hoping to have you see that. Hi, no, I guess not. You did not find that, BJ, I guess. No, she's trying.
Well, she
I'm
said, "I like to
trying,
find
but
the shining," but I don't think that was it.
okay. All right. That's okay. We'll find it. And then, so in the meantime, I will play. Let's see. I'm going to play something else for you real quick.
Sonia says she hopes that you've got a nice doghouse waiting for you.
Yeah. I will definitely be in the doghouse tonight. Hopefully this pops up.
So off topic, write down somewhere on your desk, Matt. You need to connect with Michael. I think you should do an interview or a conversation with him at some point.
Yeah, for sure. And Michael, just please do me a favor. If you're on Facebook, reach out to me in Messenger. And then besides that, if you're not, then reach out to me on Planet 412's email, which is spelled out PlanetFortwelve @gmail.com. So either way, but if you're on Facebook, that's the best way to get a hold of me. All right, I was looking for this one specific Dogman video for you, and I'm going to do one other, and this is some type of real creature. They say it's a Dogman. I don't know, but this is one of the best videos that show some type of something that is like cloaked. So I like this video a lot. I think this is 100% something like a cryptid or something supernatural, but I will let you guys decide what you think it is in the end.
Bring it on.
And I think this is a good one to let you go with.
Sweet.
And show y'all that the picture came from in the back of my fucking yard.
Excuse the language.
Let me see if I can flip this bitch around. That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm zooming in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just.
Did you guys catch that?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
This is the exact spot that I just.
There is absolutely something like cloaked.
Hold on.
Hey, can you go back? Can we see it one more time? Or is there more? Or is there more footage?
No, there is more, but I'm gonna let it play from the first time they do it.
In the back of my fucking yard.
This is a good one, man.
Let me see if I can flip this bitch around. That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm zooming in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just.
It's really hard to make out what it is. They said that supposedly he said he saw a dog man standing in the bushes earlier, and there's supposed to be pictures of it. But the way it runs, I've watched this video probably 100 times, and I could be 100% wrong, but it's cloaked, but it runs like an ostrich. It's really odd.
I was thinking emu. But the thing that I'm gonna say is, if that's an emu, that's the biggest emu on the planet.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's huge. I mean, look at it in proportion to the power pole.
Right. Or it could be some type of lizard, a raptor. But it reminds me of an ostrich.
Yes, it definitely has and emus and ostriches. I mean, people have them all over on their farms here in Tennessee.
But why is it like?
Oh man,
like
no, I don't think it's an emu.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think it's an emu either. There's something weird.
Seeing it that angle for almost
an
instant when it looks like it's coming straight at you.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I see leg and arm.
Yeah.
I saw leg and arm. That's the
Okay.
first time
Well.
I ever saw it. Now watch when he pauses it here.
Whew.
Now look right here. There's an arm and a shoulder,
Yeah.
back, butt, and leg, and another leg. That is a something on two legs.
Yeah.
I've never noticed it. Wow, that I could
I
very
mean, that
well
thing's
be it.
huge.
Yeah,
Way
it's
too big for an emu.
for sure. That's the first time I ever got that view. So they very well could be a dog man. That's definitely around the height of where those things are supposed to be, and it's 100%. You could see the arm. You could even see some of the definition of the
Yeah.
arm and the back right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna throw something else out too. Is like, okay, the compelling argument of what we were talking about earlier on the 50-50 of the Bigfoot in Russia.
Uh huh.
This is not that. There's this
No.
this is absolutely not a human being.
No.
Yeah. Yes, I agree completely. It's no. This is the most compelling one. Well, and also the most compelling as far like the very first one we watched, where it's like a dude in a mask, probably.
Right.
Assuming it's not a mirror. Oh yeah, are you just walking up to it? Versus this person is in their house. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. Let me look out my door, and then they jump
Right.
back in their house. They're like, well, I buy that.
Right.
Right.
I'm
No,
getting. Go ahead.
it's powerful. It's one of the most powerful videos I've seen on your channel, man.
I agree 100%. I'm getting a lot of everybody's like, yeah, no, not an emu. Absolutely dogman hyena type. Looks like a skinwalker. Could be a dogman coming out of a portal. Think this one is real. Knees, toes from Angry German Sausage. Unreal Estate Agent looks like it's 9 or 8 feet tall. I agree. Happy Canuck. I'm sorry. Seeing that ginormous thing running in my yard would make me swear in fear. El Martino, I agree. Power pole is a minimum 22 feet off the ground.
So,
Sugi,
Matt, I'm gonna pick your paranormal brain.
yes.
Dogman versus Skinwalker. Like, where's that line drawn? And what did we just see?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'd like to know Josie's opinion. She said, Sonia, even though Skinwalker definition is Navajo, people are able to relate to the term. So, Josie, I want your opinion as well, because she's a Native American who has actually seen Skinwalkers before. So Unreal Estate Agent saying, "Oh, Matt, I don't know why. Did I do something wrong?"
Yeah, you missed your anniversary.
Oh, yeah. So, and Josie will give her opinion. With Skinwalkers, obviously, you have a being that has done some absolutely horrific things to get the ability to be able to change when they are going through their induction, if you will, in becoming um a skinwalker. They have to first do like kill somebody, and then they have to do something else, and then they have to kill the person or thing that they most love on the planet. So their child or wife or parent, and they have to kill them. And they do if they become a skinwalker. And there's also a lot of talk, like they do necrophilia to the dead body and just horrific things. And once they have these abilities, they are able to, with any skin, and Josie said it's a skinwalker. The arch in the back is a giveaway. It's almost mist like. And I'm so happy I let you say that, because even though it was clear, what grabbed me about it was when it was standing there and when it started running away, and I realized that there was a bipedal something there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mist coming off of it, and it kind of brought me to the Dogman, or Josie thinks it was a skinwalker that had killed a dog man and was able to take its skin, is what I saw, which is why it was so huge, and it was able to do other things that most people haven't ever seen. And it makes sense to me. But the mist that seemed like it was coming off of it remind me of when it was leaving the building and it turned into this amorphous kind of black mass, and it was letting off, like, as it was moving, there was like a mist coming off of it. And even though that was clear and that was black, it was very similar. um I think that probably was a skinwalker, because of what I've learned from Josie. um if and the thing also about skinwalkers, and Josie, you can correct me if I do anything or say anything wrong. The fact that if they are able to kill whatever animal, supernatural, natural, they kill it, they have its skin, they're able to turn into that being and have its powers. They have incredible strength, speed, abilities. There are so many stories that I have come from getting of people that drive trucks out in the southeast, and they go past like Indian reservations, and they have, like, I mean, there's police that have told this, and all kinds of very trustworthy people, that all of a sudden they see something running next to the car, and then the next thing they know, it is a bipedal coyote person or werewolf looking thing, and it smiles at them, it bangs on the car, they go up to 60, 70 miles per hour, and it stays with them. And then after a certain amount of time, it leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Josie's saying they're fast. Sugi, I always thought that the dog man that I saw, the creature I saw, was a just a demon. But Josie also made a great point to me that skinwalkers are demons.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that all of those, especially those two, I've heard many different stories of just very normal, if you will, kind of dogmen that are almost human sized, that show no kind of supernatural abilities or anything like that. But then you get into the other ones, people have shot them, they don't react, they look at the wound and they're like, what do you got? That did nothing to me. So some of them are supernatural, some are not. um what I saw, I could definitely believe, with the absolute ridiculous size of what we saw, and the abilities that it had. It's so funny that she told me she thought it was a skinwalker, because if that was a skinwalker, there also, one of the other supernatural things that occurred to me and my friends, when this thing was going around the first floor of the steel mill before it smelled us and saw us and started running up the stairs. It went past this big fire we had built at one point, and its left arm, just down the shoulder, arm into the hand, for like 3 seconds had like cloaked and turned like a predator. It was like a predator cloak, and you could see the fire through it. And then what else was extremely strange was, and I've always talked about it, when it was so close to the fire and it was so hot. It was just like a foot or two from it. And when it got close to it, it not only was cloaked, but there was like, if you've ever seen video of the sun, when you see like, magnetic storms on it, it makes the ribbons and stuff come off. That's what happened around the arm when it cloaked. It's like the fire pulled over to it and it was making weird shapes and things. And then this happened like 3 seconds, and then it went back to normal. The fire whipped back to it, and that was it. But it was clear, so it was like that as well.
Yeah, so I don't gonna apologize to all of you who may have heard that. Pretty sure a ghost just knocked over something in my room.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I have this bookshelf to my right, and I have a easel up there on it, because I'm an amateur sketch artist and painter as a hobby in my retirement. And all those paintings behind me are some of my originals. And so anyway, so I have this bookshelf, and on top of my bookshelf is an easel. And sitting on that easel was a painting I'd finished not that long ago. And it's been sitting up there since I finished it.
Uh-huh.
And it's just sitting there. I mean, it's just there's nothing in my room. There's no wind in my room. There's no air conditioners off. The fans are off because I turned them off for this to make sure. And it just flew off the top of this bookshelf, and I mean flew off. It landed on my dog, who's laying here, going, I don't know what that was, but
How the dog just looked around like, what was
yeah,
that?
yeah. This dog's always next to me. I got 5 dogs, and this dog looked at it and then kind of looked at me like, "What the heck was that, Dad?" And this dog, out of the 5 dogs, is more my dog than any others. It always wants he always wants to be where I am, and so he's laid at my feet every minute of every video I've done with you and stuff. And it just kind of fell, and he just sort of
Gotcha,
looked at it
Charlie.
like, "Dad, what the heck was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
How freaking ridiculously,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, like,
here, let me turn the camera. All right, see where that bookshelf is? See the cross right there on the wall? It was sitting on top of that bookshelf. Here, hold on. I'll get up.
so
I'll show you what fell.
The timing is really crazy.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, Charlie, I'm gonna show them after.
So
he
this
shows us
canopy or this
stuff.
this easel had this painting on it, and it was just sitting up there, and it's been sitting up there for like weeks, and it just in the middle of this, it just fell down.
That is freaky.
You all heard that, right? I mean, I think Cal and a couple others, you were like, what just happened?
Yeah, I heard something. I kept going though. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I saw the second half of it. I obviously wasn't in frame, but I saw something tumble behind you, and I was like, oh, something.
Wow.
I will definitely scroll back after the video.
For sure. Wow, that's crazy. Well, before you go, Nathanael, Charlie Budden actually sent something else. He sent 3 pictures and they look extremely interesting. So I think you might want to hang around just for this. And he said these are the photos from the last video we watched with the gentleman that had. So I had mentioned that there in a longer video that he has pictures of a dogman in the woods. Well, he sent me the pictures. So
let's see.
I am going to show you guys this. Let me put this back in here. Pop this up. Let me go to this. Let me get his. There they are. All right. All right. Let me share this tab. You guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, thank you, Charlie. You can see that extremely well. Wow.
Hmm.
And they're saying that's the same creature, the one we saw it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you see ears.
I
You
mean, I
see.
yeah, I see the Dogman face, but to me that doesn't look anything like the video we just saw. I mean, that looks like a dog. What I saw was more of a hunchback.
I mean, it does look hunched over,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
and it did cloak. I mean,
yeah. That's true.
this was if you watch the, and I'll find the newer one for you guys, and I'll put it, and I'll send it to you guys, and I'll put it in the description, guys. He 100% goes through, like, it goes through his whole day, and he's like, look, there's something, in the woods, and he gets the picture of this thing. So
Gnarly.
there's another one here.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So you can see the eye, I mean, the ear.
Yeah.
I mean, there is absolutely something there. This poor
Yeah.
guy.
Charlie,
I
thanks
mean,
for sharing that. Yeah, you can tell it's the same woods by the light. Yeah,
right.
I see where the tree. Yeah. Wow.
Oh.
That's a good one right there because it's clearer.
Yeah.
Very good pictures. Thanks, Charlie, man. That's really wild. And
Oh, Charlie says the guy moved from there. It's absolutely destroyed his life after that.
I
He was
don't.
mad that it got his picture.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dang. That's crazy.
One of the things that I don't know if if you've heard ever me talk about the out of body experience I had when I had the dog man, attack me in a dream state, basically. But I had everybody asking me, and they still do, have you ever seen it again? Have you ever seen it again? Well, it's like going on almost about a year. It's a little over a year and a half ago. I had it was like I always call it a dreamscape dream, ironically dreamscape, but I called it that because I didn't know what else to call it. And I had other people that are like sensitives and psychics contact me, and they told me that I had an out of body experience, like I was on the astral plane. And what happened, and I always discuss this, when when you are having a dream, um, you guys know how it is. You think you're at home, in your dream. You say you think you're at home in your dream, but um, what happens is it's never your home. It's just always someplace. But in your dream, you think it's your house,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the first time I had ever had a dream that I was at my house, that I was, everything was like right now, like I just was actually thinking that I was awake. I had no idea I was in a dream state or anything. And I heard sound out back. So to my left, there's black drapes, and through those black drapes is a huge bay window that overlooks the backyard, my backyard in the woods. Well, I went outside, and at the back of the yard we have a chain link fence, and I went to it, and I was trying to find out where this weird noise came from, and I the whole time had a really weird scared feeling. And it was like, in a dream where you're like, you're afraid and you're like, why am I still doing this? But you still like keep going. And all of a sudden, I started getting beat on, smacked, and I got slammed on the ground on my back. And I remember it hurting. I remember having the wind get knocked out of me. And all of a sudden, something was on top of me, just pummeling me. And the next thing I know is I see the creature that tried to kill me and my friends when I was 14. It's the first time I'd ever seen this thing, and it is going after my prosthetic on my right leg, and it ends up getting it in its mouth and rips it off and throws it into the woods. I watched it, woof, 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 woof. And then it turns and it crawls up, till it comes up to my face. And as it's crawling up to me, of course, I'm horrified. I just was laying there, and I smelled. Everyone always used to ask me, "Did you ever smell anything when it attacked you?" We never smelled anything. I never smelled anything because there was a giant fire when we saw that thing. Well, this, again, a dream state kind of dream, and I'm smelling things, and it smelled like a cow or a horse on a farm. It was just like a farm animal. And then it came up farther, and as it got close to my face, it was dripping saliva, and the saliva hit the side of my mouth, and some went in my mouth, and I actually tasted like slimy, salty saliva. And it ended up putting its face like right here, and it put its forehead almost touching mine. And when you get close to your loved one or somebody and you get ultra close without touching, you can actually feel like an energy, like like you're gonna touch. I could feel that, and its eyes were glowing the bright amber orange that they were when I had my experience. And it looked at me and it did mind speak. I'd always heard of things doing mind speak to, other beings or whatever. And this thing didn't move its mouth. And it sounded like just an ultra deep, almost kind of synthesized, weird kind of voice. And it looked at me, and in its mind said, "I came for you all those years ago. You speak of me too much. I will see you again." And then the next thing I know, I woke up in my chair. It was soaking wet. My dog, Hadley, was, it was like, and the funny part, it was like 3:45, 3:50, somewhere in there, which is the witching hour between 3 and 4. And she had her paws up on my knees, and she had her tail between her legs, and her ears were back, and she was looking at me, and she was whining, which was ultra weird for her. And I just was completely freaked out and flipped out, and I didn't tell anybody about it for a while. And then I started talking about it, and I got contacted by, like I said, by psychics and people that, work in that realm of your mind. And they're all like, it absolutely is connected to you. It came to speak to you. And,
Did you have some sleep paralysis when you woke up?
no, I was sitting straight up in a chair.
Now, did you fall asleep in that same chair?
I had to have, yeah, because I was out.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, when I say
Crazy.
I was soaked.
Yeah.
Like I had been, someone poured a bucket on me.
So my wife, she, because we're filmmakers, and so she writes scripts for us, and she did a lot of research into demons. She wrote a horror film for us that we have yet to make. We did a trailer for it, but
Ooh.
anyways, long story short, she did a lot of study into sleep paralysis because this demon picks on people in their sleep in the movie. And so that's why I was asking, is there's a lot of information on how demons will come and play with people in their dreams. And
Oh,
so,
I've heard tons about sleep paralysis for sure.
Yeah. So when you wake up and you feel like there's a demon sitting on your chest and you can't move. So anyways. All right, well, Nathaniel, I know you said you needed to bounce, but I'll be happy to stay on if I'm still welcome there.
Of course. Are you kidding me? Of course. Nathaniel, you're always welcome, brother. We will absolutely have you back. I appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was nice to get to hang out with you guys. I appreciate, this was a blast. I'm sure I'll be back.
Awesome. Everybody say goodbye to Nathaniel. I know everybody appreciated you coming.
Love you, buddy.
Love
Good
you too.
seeing
Take
you,
care,
man.
guys. Peace out.
I will help you leave. It gets difficult sometimes, so I will kick you for you. And there he goes. Yvonne, 100%. I agree. Um, let's see. Bruiser Bites. Hello, by the way.
Welcome.
Says I've had sleep paralysis a number of times. Terrifying. Ancient Ruby says, all bad spirits run from me, for I stand no nonsense from them and show them no fear. They are easy to handle. Well, at least you can handle that for sure. Not everybody can. And hello, by the way, Bruiser Bites. Let's see some more.
Somebody
Spicy.
wanted to see the painting that got thrown across the room. Let me.
For sure. Spicy Housewife, how are you?
It's actually just a little sign that I made because there's just not enough kindness. So I find it interesting that this is the one thing that went flying because it says "Be kind," even when it's messy.
Wow.
And I'm like, somebody doesn't want us to be kind.
No, that blows my mind that happened. Definitely something that fits in on this show for sure.
That was weird.
And I agree, Ancient Ruby. That is why we help people. I help as many people as I can. I can't tell you how many different people since I've come out and spoke about my experience, years ago now, have reached out to me. They want nothing to do with the show. They don't want to be on even anonymously. They just contact me to speak to me and just ask, will you just talk to me and what do you think? And I have so many people that have said this line to me is, I planned on taking my experience to the grave. And when I saw you, go and just tell it all, they're like, you gave me, the ability to be able to get this off my chest. And I cannot tell you, number one, how special that is to me to be able to help someone. I've had people cry, on the phone and on video calls and tell me, that they finally had, made peace with it and that.
Lost your audio.
Okay, am I back?
You're back, brother.
I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Oh, Charlie, don't worry about me. I'm already doing that praying thing, right? I did.
Spicy Housewife says, last sleep paralysis I had, my nightmare was getting a craniotomy on my third eye. Then that area hurt for a week. I'm good, Matt. Busy with mom duties. Happy to see you. Same here. But, just tying it up. I had a couple older gentlemen tell me that they can, pass with peace and not having to worry about that anymore. And it's meant a lot to me.
For sure. Do you have any more videos you want to show us?
I do. Hey, Beej, any chance that you found what I was looking for there? Let me check her messages. She can't find it. Okay, let me check something here. It's the possession of Michael King. Maybe they took it off of YouTube. The possession of Michael King. Well, that's actually a real movie. What I'm looking for is that there's I mean, not a real movie. That's a movie.
Fictional movie.
Yeah. Let me put this in here real quick. Old VHS movie shows a man who had tried to kill his wife change on screen, supposedly possessed by a demon in black and white. It said, oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. It's called the black and white VHS movie you are likely thinking of is the 1958 film The Screaming Skull of a man possessed. They actually made a documentary about it. No, I didn't mean to have you on there, brother. That was creepy.
What happened?
I don't know. This thing just started playing while I was typing. All right, let's see. The Screaming Skull. 19, it says 1973. Well, let's just put Screaming Skull in and see. Let's see. Screaming Skull. Well, I'm not so sure that's it. Man, I really want to find this for you guys because it really blew my mind when I saw it. But while I look at some more, let me. It's definitely not the Screaming Skull because that's an actual movie. So let me do one more thing here on my phone since I already got it going here.
Sorry, BJ. I'm a man of action. I got to get some action going here.
I agree. Sorry, guys.
Just give me a hard time because I tried to stifle a yawn.
Real. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Real footage. All right. Let's see. Is this it? Please tell me this is it. No, that's not it. All right, forget it. I'm done trying to find it. So let me do this. I want to go back to Facebook and I want to give my peeps a couple more chances to have their stuff played. Michael Drixler, did you send me something else? Yes, he did. Here, I clipped the most important part. Okay, this is something that Michael sent me. So let me pop back there real quick. Share. Put it on screen. Take us off. And here we go. I don't see anything. Uh-oh. I don't see anything, Mike.
Yeah, that's definitely fake.
Mike, I think something happened with the video, buddy. Something's wrong. There's no footage. Okay, so I will go back to Cat. I've seen that one before. Okay, UFO leaves. All right, here's one. UAP smokes a jet like it was nothing. You guys see this?
Don't see anything yet.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let me move it back. All right. She's got 2. So let me share this real quick. And here we go, guys. Bing da bing and da boom. This one is supposed to be about a Thunderbird sighting. I think I've seen this before. Is there any volume? No. So let me see here if it'll. Oh yes, there is. Hold on. Let me put it back. It's at the top.
Jay Huffer, a former combat photographer, was hired to look for giant birds called thunderbirds in Illinois. In July, he spotted large birds and recorded this video. The footage became extremely popular and was even featured in an episode of Monster Quest. In 1977, Chief A.J. Huffer, a former combat photographer, was hired to look for giant birds called thunderbirds in Illinois. In July, he spotted large birds and recorded this video. The footage became extremely popular and was even featured in an episode of Monster Quest.
Now, I'm going to ask you real quick before I'm not going to come back and put us, on and everything. I mean, obviously, Taz, from being so far away from something, you're not going to be able to really tell how big that is.
Right. And I'm not a bird watcher or a bird aficionado, but
It looks big.
It looks big, and but I got no frame of reference or perspective. I've seen a lot of big birds flying in the sky throughout California, throughout Nevada, New Mexico, and where I live in Tennessee. That just feels like a bird's flying in the sky. It doesn't look like a bird to me.
Yeah, I agree.
About it.
BJ says it looks like a turkey vulture. Josie Nebby doesn't look like a Thunderbird. Josie, 100%. When I saw this Monster Quest, I thought it was a condor.
Yeah, it gave off condor vibes to me.
Carol said the same thing, condor.
It's funny. I'll try and take videos of it. When you get a lot of
thank you, main shares,
vultures or buzzards, they kind of give off
main
that
house
too.
Yeah, you're right.
I see those a lot around here because there's dead animals in the wilderness.
I had never in my life seen a turkey vulture until about what was it? It was when was it? It was like late March. It was starting to get warm, and I was sitting at a light, and I looked to my right, and it's sitting on top of a firehouse, and it was just looking around, and it had the super red head. It was bald. It was big.
Right. They can be big.
I'll tell you the biggest bird I've ever seen in my life. One of them, I thought a hawk, this one hawk was the biggest, but then I saw we have owls in the woods behind our house, which is really cool to hear them do their stuff. And what I did is I downloaded a owl soundboard, and I had them talking to me one night. It was really cool. But I had a cream colored golden eagle, eagle fly over our backyard one time. First of all, I didn't know they came in cream color. It was the most gigantic. I couldn't believe how big this thing was. Have you ever seen a bald eagle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. It was humongous. Thank God my dog wasn't outside because it could have easily picked her up. Oh, man. I guarantee this thing was, if it was on the ground, 3.5, 4 feet tall, it was gigantic. Yeah, I'd never seen one. It freaked me out, boy.
There's a lot of weird birds out there.
Beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we watched this last week. I mean, that looks somewhat convincing. I mean,
I don't think we didn't watch this one last week.
No, we didn't? Okay. Well, Kate Appleby, This is from Kate. I mean, that's a good look right there, boy. And the person runs. Let me start this from the beginning.
All right, y'all check out this footage right here that's been floating around on the internet for some time now. This right here is one of the most convincing Bigfoot videos that I've seen. Y'all look at it. Tell me what y'all think about this. This is very convincing.
I mean, that looks pretty darn good.
All right, y'all check out this footage right here that's been floating around on the internet for some time now.
I mean, now, of course, today's technology, you can make a costume like that.
Right.
But I mean, it looks somewhat convincing. I mean, look, you can see like an eye and mouth and lips.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, short of it being a really great costume, which it could be, other than that, it looks very convincing.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys think of this one?
I mean,
hey, New England Dirt Roadie, Carol Stacy is.
It's pretty hairy, and one of the things that we keep going back to is they look more real when we can see muscles and make it clear that it doesn't look like a costume. This feels very costumey to me.
Good call. I agree. Now, the more I look at the face, it looks latexy.
Yes.
This right here is one of the most convincing Bigfoot videos.
I like it starts off looking really, it looks really, really overly hairy. You don't see any muscle, like the definition at all. And then like Patty, you see muscle definition.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Hey, Tawny, we got some other people in here I haven't seen. Al 13, Tawny, let's see who else. I just saw somebody else that came in. Tazariah Wolffe.
I stuck in a few comments.
New England Dirt Roadie. Hi, guys. I don't know why it was asking me to okay your what you said, Ancient Ruby. I allowed it. OCST, Oklahoma Cryptids Search Team, says that was a clip made for a commercial for a weed shop in Lawton, Oklahoma. It's fake. Well, I'm glad we said it was fake, Taz.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I'm glad we said that it was fake. Thank you for letting us know. For sure. Hold on a second. Maybe
I'm gonna find that. I got a picture somewhere of me with the Sasquatch in a Jack Link's commercial that I worked on.
Oh man, I would love to see that.
I'll have to find it and send it to you.
Let me. She has something else too, Kat Appleby.
It's really cool of all y'all to share these with us.
It is. I really appreciate this, guys. So you guys can keep sending them to me. She has one above it. UFO leaves fighter jet. Let me turn on the sound.
Check out this UFO footage I came across of a jet trying to catch him, and he smoked him. Look at this. Left the jet in the dust. Look at that. Nah, you can't tell me that ain't something. Yo, y'all check out this UFO footage I came across.
It looks 100% like Photoshop, not even very good Photoshop. It just looks like, see what I mean?
Yeah.
That looks horrible. Yeah. And hold on a second. OCST, that's hilarious. I think that's funny as hell. Let's see if she has another one up here.
There's this thing that the eye will do called layering, and that's how you know, Matt, that it's photoshopped because
Oh,
clearly it's a layer on top of it.
okay.
Pre-existing
Yeah, it
video.
was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
366 Lewis T to 41. Okay, 366, you will follow 570. Your signal is Charlie. Follow your interval of 570. Aircraft is Lewis T.
So it says UFO sighted on a screen and allegedly.
Okay, 366, you will follow 570.
Oh,
Your
wow.
signal is Charlie. Follow your interval of 570.
Make this bigger.
Aircraft is Lewis T. 366 Lewis T to 41. Okay, 366, you will follow 570. Your signal is Charlie. Follow your interval of 570.
You can see it. They're off here.
366 Lewis T to 41. Okay, 366,
right here.
570. Your signal is
Brother,
Charlie.
that's
Follow
the
your interval of 570.
that's the blade of the helicopter.
No, you see right here. See it? Right there. Zoop.
Oh, I felt like those were part of the aircraft that we were
No,
seeing.
see it down by the water? Right there. See, I'll show you with my pointer. It starts off right there. See it?
Oh yeah, now I do.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No, yeah, that is interesting. It's very small.
Yeah, very small, which, goes with how a lot of these UFOs these days are. There's quite a few, and they're drone size,
Yeah.
There is a mindset that, well, the military whistleblowers came out. I believe it was Paul Hellyer, the ex-minister of defense of Canada, that I always talk about, because there's really nobody else that's more like qualified to talk than he is. And he talked about that the conspiracy thing, or really not conspiracy, that the mystery of what's been going on in the Bermuda Triangle is here. Let me put us up here so people can see us. So what they're saying is, in the Bermuda Triangle, what's going on is, here, I'll take it off for a sec. There is a AI run base that aliens put down there, and what occurred was, wherever things, boats, planes, jets, anything comes into. Oh, no wonder why. I'm like, why am I looking down so much? That's because my 5K is on too. All right. Hi, guys. You can see me again. I've been sitting here I've been like this the whole time. That's because the camera up there has been on. Anyway, so it's an alien AI run base, and they said the way that it works is it's running day and night. All it does is have these different UFO/drones that are made for a specific purpose. The AI system sends them out to go accomplish whatever goal, wherever. Say it's in a volcano. They're made to deal with whatever it needs to go out and get that information. It goes out, it gets it, it comes back, it's broken down into all of its different parts, and then they are repurposed to make a new drone UFO. And like I was saying, this base has been there, they said, for thousands of years, and they said the military knows that there's a time on it, like it moves to certain points, and they know when it's going to move and where, so they stay out of its path, because if anything crosses it, zit, and it that's where everything has disappeared to, supposedly. Wow. Which I find, interesting. I mean, it's very plausible that it could be possible. One of the things, we've had Preston Dennett on here 3 times. I've been on his show. He's one of the world's most utmost expert. The guy is just like preeminent expert on UFOs, but he also is just like the man on USOs, which are, the UFOs that go underwater. And, let's think about it. We know basically nothing about what's in our oceans. I think we've only, found out what 5% of our oceans, what's in there. So these things are hiding down there. People see them go down all the time. The Nimitz, when they had, the Tic Tac event with that UFO, they got the footage of, oh my God, it's turning, that one. It looked the gimbal video. There was something under the water. The Tic Tac had come out from the water, went down, came back up. Another one, the gimbal had gone down. It went under, it came back up, turned into two pieces. So these things are being seen going underwater all the time. And, it just makes sense that, that's where they would hide. And there's supposed to be a lot of undersea bases. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there, guys.
It's crazy. Good night to
Yvonne.
Sandy Lucero. She's calling it a night. Just want to
Good night, Sandy.
Glad you're here.
Sorry, I went on a rant. I just wanted to share that information with you.
No, it's fun conversations, brother. Don't apologize for something interesting.
UFOs use lakes and rivers too, and my stepdad saw one come out of a river. The Lake Erie is the really big Great Lake closest to me, and there has been tons of sightings of UFOs lit up, non-lit up, going under, and I mean going full bore beep, because you got to figure if they're going around in outer space and in between dimensions and using portals and all that, what's water? That's not going to slow it down. BJ says, Matt, do you want my daytime UFO video sent to you? Sure, why not, BJ? BJ has been having a number of visits from some types of UFOs, and it's usually happening at night. She has some really good pics and videos, and I mean they're legitimately coming to her place all the time, not like right over, but like whenever she's outside at a certain time of night, they're always out there. And there's a lot of stories of aliens, watching certain people or being around, and she's a sensitive. So who knows? You getting tired there, Taz?
I'm good.
Okay. Yvonne, it's nice to see you, sweetheart. Yvonne Marshall is from across the pond. She is one of the many, many, many sweetheart people that are on here. Josie Nebby says, I still believe that they should add soap with that water. I heard aliens smell bad. That's actually true. I've heard that before as well. People that have had, like they've been taken and stuff. They've been like, I remember the alien was slimy and it smelled.
Yeah.
And then there's the thought of, and what these whistleblowers say, the people that supposedly know, okay, Beej, I'll go look, that the Greys are basically biologic androids. They're worker bees, and that's what they are. Let's see. Somebody just said,
well, maybe when we go to Hellier, we'll smell them.
Well, we could
in the caves down there.
I hope we get them on camera. That's what I want. Hold on. Somebody had said something to me, and now that I figured out how to do it slow, where'd it go? I guess it's down. That was BJ. There was somebody else. Oh, here it is on Real Estate Agent. Matt, the recent military footage of metallic sphere sidestepping a Hellfire missile is crazy. We watched that last time after BJ. After I look at BJ's stuff here, I'll put that one back up. That was pretty wild. All right, Beach. Now this is her own personal video. So I'm gonna put this up here.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing it with us.
For sure, BJ, if you want to in the chat, give us a description of what happened here, what time of day it was, and then I will play this as you're discussing it. There's a plane in the background. You can hear the plane. How far was it away, BJ? Let's see. I'm going to let it keep playing. How far was it away, BJ? Could you let us know? Okay, Charlie, I'll definitely go check yours as well. She said August 24th, 2024, 7:48 p.m. Do you know, like I said, about how far it was, though? Like, could you tell? Josie, you're funny. Matt, I sent a link to a video about cryptid 911 call for tonight. Okay, awesome. I will do that. She said per video, Silvercraft was totally still until small planes saw it and it banked hard to the right. Then the craft took off fast. It made no sound. Only sound is the small plane leaving. That's really interesting too, that it was sitting still until the plane saw it and started coming near it. It was hard to tell about the same height as a small plane. Okay, gotcha. Very interesting. Thanks, BJ. Me and BJ are going to be making a video down the road here about a number of strange events that will be very interesting. All right, let me go back to, let's see. Who had sent me? Oh, I know who sent me that video. That was Lyson wasn't here tonight. He said he was going to come. Wonder where Lyson is. He's the one that sent this video that had the heat-seeking missile. Is this it? Let's see. Yeah, this is it.
Cool.
I'll
Bring
move
it
it
on,
ahead.
brother.
We watched this, Taz. You remember?
Well, show me.
Here,
I
I'm
remember.
going to move it forward to. Here it is. Yeah, I don't feel like listening to him again. Yeah, this is wild. Wow.
I'm not seeing it yet,
And
brother.
did you see what happened? Here, I want to show you something. So watch over here too. So apparently what occurred was
I'm not seeing any video, brother. I got a frozen
Oh, you
screen.
don't?
No, I don't see
Oh,
anything.
geez. Oh,
There
I'm
we go.
sorry.
This is when
Yeah.
it zoomed
Do
out.
you see it now?
You can still
Yeah,
see
I do
it
now.
traveling.
Start it over, would you?
Yes, for sure. I apologize, guys. Call me out. Let me
jumped
know
to the
when
conclusion that I
goes
believe
down,
that there
'cause
are
on my end,
aliens
I
coming from
can
another
see
planet.
it. Like I
But
can't
I'm
see what
open
you
to
guys
that.
are looking at.
And I think that it's
Sorry,
our
buddy.
responsibility.
No, that's okay. I don't think I've ever said that before. So if I'm playing something and I'm talking, do me a favor, like let me know if you're not
drone.
seeing it, because like I just said,
And so,
my view, I have a
and I'm
full
not going to
screen.
explain it
I
to
can
you.
see it
You'll see
moving.
exactly
I see
what
it
it does.
going. So you'll see the hellfire come in here, and it like gets just destroyed, and then the UFO takes off here. But there's some kind of weird something here too.
Crazy.
And did you see that
Yes.
at the end? That was really strange. Watch right here. There's a weird kind of something. See it?
Yep.
That was odd.
Yeah, that is odd.
And it makes you wonder,
This is when it zoomed out. So you can still see it traveling. So, Mr. Knapp, do you have you heard about, events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. See, that the public hasn't been.
Let's see. I thought they were going to show this from a different angle.
It's pretty gnarly, man.
Yeah, really wild. Very good video. Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, excellent video. I apologize about that, guys. I didn't, like I said, let me know if it's not popping up here. The next one, let me go back. Somebody else had sent something. Charlie did, I think. Where you at, Char? There you are. All right, he sent something else. Oh, he sent pictures. Matt, I took these photos at first of summer of my house. It was cigar shaped, made no sound. It had a weird like smoky cloud around it. Okay, you guys see these?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
There we go.
All right. So Charlie sent these. He said this thing right here. There, I made it bigger for you. He said it was a cigar-shaped ship that he saw, and he got multiple pictures of it. That's a pretty good one too.
I agree with you, Sugi.
What does she say?
As you know, things are getting weird when George Knapp is testifying before Congress.
Oh, 100%. Let me tell you something. I have nothing but respect for George Knapp, though. He has gotten some incredible stuff over the years. I know people think he's a little out there, but I mean, George Knapp is the guy who did all those. He did all that research and documentaries on Skinwalker Ranch. He worked with Bigelow when Bigelow owned that place and was there for a lot of that stuff and saw a ton of stuff. And I tell you what, I would love to interview him if I could somehow get him on my show. Taz, do you know any way to get a hold of him?
We'll talk about it offline.
Okay. I would love to interview
9 times out of 10, people don't get these kinds of interviews because they don't ask. So
Right. You're right. You
you'd
know
be
what?
surprised.
It's funny you mention that because, I've had so many of my buddies ask me how I'm able to talk people into this and that. And I said, you know why? Because I ask. I
Right.
always, why not?
Right. Right.
Very cool, Charlie. I definitely, that's strange. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the sky, man. Guys, definitely stop looking down at your phones. Pay attention. I always say start looking up. My family always notices. I am always looking up. I'm looking around. I pay attention to everything. Um, it's just, you're staring down at your phone all day. You're not going to see anything.
Right. Right.
Let's
Well,
see.
next week there's going to be a clip from your channel of, my painting coming at me off the wall.
Oh, I can't wait for that. We'll have to have you
Feel
back.
free to turn it into a clip.
For sure. Awesome. Let's see, guys. I'm going to pull out of Facebook here. Let's see. Did anybody send me any links or anything like that? Who wants to have what, guys? Give me something here. I appreciate everybody that's still here. We have a good crowd. These are my peeps, man. This is my 412 family. I'm glad you're a part of it now, Taz.
Honored to be here.
I'm looking at some of these old comments. Okay. Oh, Sugi, you said you sent me something. Oh, yes, she did. Where did you send that, Sugi? Did you send it in Messenger? Charlie said, I'm going to get to bed, Matt. Oh, you have a great night, Charlie. Thanks for coming, my man. It was great seeing you.
Yeah, Charlie, it was fun talking to you.
And thank you for sharing that.
Carol, loving you right back.
You leaving, Carol? No. Is Sugi still here?
Don't know.
Oh, thank you, Main House. I appreciate that. That's an awesome comment. I really appreciate that. Big time. I think I just saw a comment from somebody about what was it? Oh, on real estate agent. Dude, I had to go through a lot of crap to get my stuff monetized that night. I do not want to play Dreamscape anymore. That took me 2 days to get my video remonetized. And you know what? It wasn't just the Dreamscape video. Like I got that going while you and I were talking because they clipped me and we were sitting there like, oh crap, is the live stream over? And then we came back on and I got that started, but after they got that done, I'm like, okay, well, cool. Then I swipe down to reset it and everything,
Right.
and it says still a problem. So then I click it again and it says that I'm still faulted for copyright infringement. Now it was some song from one of the videos. The cool thing though is it itself, the program they have will automatically, do you want to remove the scene or do you just want to remove the music? Of course, I don't want to remove my scene, just remove the
Right.
music. And it does. And we're still there talking and everything. The
That's
music's just
cool.
gone. But then, like, it went green and everything was cool. And then the next day, something else popped. I'm like, what the hell, man? So, Unreal Estate Agent, I love you, man, but yeah, I don't want to mess with Dreamscape anymore.
Me neither.
A good movie though, for sure. I think Sugi must have left, so I'm gonna go back to her comment because she told me she sent me something. I feel bad. Oh no, she's still here. Look up into it. Sugi, what did you send me, sweetheart? You told me about something. Sugi is awesome. She's been around here for a long time. In fact, when I actually came on the scene before I had a channel or anything, and I just came on, talking in chat rooms and started to do my interviews, Sugi was like around right when I came around, man. So it's been like 3 years I've known Sugi. Matt, I sent a link to a video about a cryptid 911 call, not for tonight. Oh. You don't want me to play it tonight, Sugi? You sure? Because we're like, I would love to use it actually. Did you send it to my email? Do you mind if I use it? I love seeing all my logos popping through the chat too. All my members, I appreciate. By the way, guys, I have stuff coming your way and non-members coming your way. If you're a non-member, what are you doing? Jump in. Okay, let me see something here. I am not going to share that, so let me stop sharing my email. I'm not going to share my email. Let's see, Sugi. Let me. This is my Planet 412. Is that where you sent it, Sugi? To my Josie sent something to Unreal says, Matt, the best part is when the guy says, hold on, that thing's in my way. Let me get it down. The best part of it was when the guy says, you to Fukuda. We were so close. That's funny. Yes, we were so close. They were so close. I don't see Sugi, honey, if you're here, I do not see what you sent me. So
Josie said she sent you something too.
yeah, I see. Josie, did you? Oh, on Messenger. Okay, I got you, girl. Thank you. I told you tonight's about you guys, man. Otherwise, I'll just start, playing stuff myself.
We don't want to talk about you playing with yourself. I don't want to see that video.
No, I will not play that video for sure, because then my channel will be gone. All right, here, I'm about to share this. She sent some pictures. Thank you, Josie. Share. I wish they would make it just, hit one button and it's shared. I hate having to push 3 different buttons.
Okay, we don't see anything yet.
And it is right here. All right. What are we looking at? I think we're looking at something in. Ooh, that's spooky as hell.
What?
Josie, what are we looking at?
That's kind of terrifying, Josie.
I agree. Holy shit.
That is.
She said, this house has a witch's window.
Oh.
Where is this? By where you live? That is mucho spooky, man.
Yeah.
That gives me the freaking willies.
Me too.
There's another. I mean, that is excellent footage. Excellent picture. Yeah, this is by where you live. She lives in the New England area. I'll just say that. So she's in the Northeast.
And do people live in this house? Is this an abandoned house?
I agree, Yvonne. That house is terrifying.
I'll pass. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. For you guys, she said it's abandoned.
Creepy.
For you guys, I would 100% go there.
Well, and that's just it. I wouldn't go of my own accord, but if my buddy Matt needed me and said we're going here to Tazariah, I am the ultimate wingman. I would go.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Hey, dude, I'm going into creepy caves with you to go goblin hunting.
That's right.
I must like you.
You do. I appreciate it, man. We are. Let's see. BJ Matt, I sent my Bigfoot chat. Okay. Is that the one that I cleared up for you, Beej? Matt, have you ever come across news of a cryptid that resembles a man bat? Yes, I have actually. It's funny that you mentioned that. That's horrifying. That's a good picture, man.
It really is.
That's a saver for me. Thank you, Josie.
You guys are
I got a letter last summer from a person in where was it? It wasn't Colombia. It was down there. Where was it? It was let me think for a minute. Hold on a sec. Let me get this started and I'll share it. You guys, hold on. Are you guys? Yeah, you're seeing it.
Yes.
I agree, Spicy Housewife. It definitely does. Oh, okay. Let me hold on. I'm going to restart it. So, what is going on here, guys, is BJ has all kinds of active stuff going on at her house. One of the things that's been going on for a while is she gets a lot of Sasquatch type things, and she gets them yelling and things like that. I'll get the volume up, BJ. So what this is it's her outside. She was hearing a Bigfoot scream, and there's crickets and stuff, and she was talking to me about like I'm so upset it's not coming through. So I took it from her and I actually enhanced the video. I ran it through my editing software, and you can actually hear it a lot better. So I am gonna pump the volume up as much as I can, BJ. And I really think for sure she caught something. I'm gonna turn all the different volumes up. All right, here we go. He said, was in my backyard with my little dog to go potty. The big whoop scared her. I had to get her in. Then I came back out and recorded this. And you can absolutely hear it. So that's what this. Sorry. It always resets. Yeah, I think it's legitimate. When I listened to it, I had headphones on. And so I recommend anybody rewatching this, use your headphones, because you'll hear it even better. We'll listen to it one more time, guys.
I mean, I can hear it. I don't have any headphones on.
Right. Oh, it's very so before I enhanced it, the crickets were so loud. And I put it in my software and I took the crickets basically out and you could hear she was so excited. Very good. That's a great definitely a great catch there, BJ. Somebody else said that they sent me something. Hold on, let me come back here and stop sharing that. Let's see. Anybody else send me anything? I thought somebody said they did. Yeah, it does sound like the one on Sasquatch Chronicles. Let me see. I swear I saw somebody said that they sent something else. Did anybody say they sent something else? I guess not. So, the question that I had about a man bat type creature was in Botswana. I got contacted by someone all the way from Botswana, and
Gotta love the internet.
their email was extremely difficult to read because their English was horrible. So the typing was I was like, what am I reading? I sent them a message back and I said, I'm so sorry. Please, can you do me a favor? Like if you know anybody that can, write email better in English, or if you have something that can translate your language and write me back. And they did. And apparently his sister and she wrote a much better email. And he wrote me a experience. He sent me a picture too, but there was nothing in it was so over. It just,
Exposed.
yeah, it was at night and he used the flash and that's all you saw.
Washed out.
Yeah, and he kept saying if you look at the one area you can see. And I saw nothing. I looked hard too, but he told me a story that where they live in a area with just small village, and they started having farm animals taken from their area and from other villages like for miles. And they said, and he said that what was weird about it is that they have people that always stay up at night. Like there's always somebody that tend to the animals. And they said that something one night, one of them saw fly out of the sky really big and picked up a goat, which is a big animal.
Mm-hmm.
And they found the goat a day later, not far, and it was like just completely, stripped of the meat and mangled and everything, and it had big puncture wounds in its skull and bones and everything. And he said the one night that there were multiple men that started staying up because of all the different animals that were being taken. And he swore that the one night a giant bat that stood on two legs and was almost as tall as a man flew into their village. And
no thank you.
Yeah. So yes, that is the only time I've ever heard of a man bat type situation. What was his name? He had a difficult name too. It was real Exotic, his name. He was a very nice guy. He said, I don't want anything from you. I don't want to be in your show. I just want you to tell me what you think. Have you ever heard of this? He asked me if I could help. I'm like, you live in Botswana, brother. I doubt you have the money to buy me airfare to Botswana. And even if I go, what am I going to do against a giant man bat? You know,
You can take him out, Matt. I believe in you.
before, when I was playing football, I was, when I was in the best shape of my life, 6'4", 200, and I'm sorry, I take it back, 317 pounds, and my body fat was 8%. That was the best shape of my life. Then I would fight a man bat, and I would have too, because I grew up on the north side of Youngstown, so I would definitely have a gun too. Um, yeah, he asked me if I could come and help their village, and I like, he was real about it too. I felt bad. I was like, I don't know what what I'm supposed to do to help you. I've never seen them. I don't know anything about it. I even said, do you know who Batman is? And he said, yes. I said, there's man bat, and that's all I know about a man bat is the man bat from Batman. And yeah, I was just like, brother, man, keep me in the loop and let me know. And about a month and a half, 2 months after that, he contacted me for the last time, and he told me that for like three weeks after I spoke to him, they lost more animals than other villages did. And then they had a ton of men had like created a lynch mob with guns and stuff, and he said they thought they found where it lived, and they like tried to burn the cave out and all, and they said that it must have flown away or whatever, because they weren't having any problems anymore. So that was the last time I heard of it. So, and it was over a year ago, I think, when that happened, if I'm thinking right. I'll have to get the email for you guys and show you. It was
Love to see it. I would love to see it.
very odd. Very odd. And would I have loved to seen it? Hell yeah.
Right?
I would have dug that, man. But when he said, can you help? I'm like, brother, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if he thought maybe I was like a cryptid hunter or something.
Monster hunter.
Right. Or like I knew somebody else that could like take care of them. I said, well, if Bruce Wayne is really alive, I'll try and get in touch with him.
I will call him on the back phone.
Right. So yeah, I've had some weird stuff happen. I'll tell you guys this story. It was the first phone call I ever got on my personal phone. I was, first of all, very upset. Somebody somehow got my cell phone. I was just blown away, because I was like, how do they? But then I found out it's not hard for people to find stuff online. And I'll let you listen to this, brother. I will, after we're off, I'll let you listen. Still have the messages. Long story short, everybody, woman from the Oregon area somehow online found my cell phone number and called my phone numerous times and left me super long messages. And one day I finally decided, I thought it was my buddy Josh Nanokio, because it was from Oregon and that's where he lives. Oh, Josh is calling me. And I answer and I get, hello, Mr. Emsch. Is this Mr. Emsch? And I was like, oh shit, that's that person that's leaving me messages. I'm like, yeah, no, this is his cousin. He's not here. And she's like, Mr. Emsch, I recognize your voice from the interviews you did. I just like, oh shit. And I'm like, ma'am, how did you find my number? And she said, she explained, I'm not going to say it on here. She found my number. I'm like, I'm not happy about this. I'm like, can you tell me exactly where you found it? Because I got off and I had it wiped from where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes into this long, very detailed story of she lives in this area in Oregon. They have tons of woods behind where she lives, and there is a troop of Bigfoot that frequent this area, which is very believable. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's well known. And she goes in, but this is when it got unhinged. She says they frequent my area and I gift them. And I said, well, ma'am, that's actually dangerous. You should be careful because if you're gifting them or feeding them and then the one time comes you don't do it, they might hurt you.
Rage on you, yeah.
And she said, well, everything's fine. I'm very close with them. She said, in fact, I wanted to know if I could fly you here to Oregon, which first of all, that's a red flag,
Mm-hmm.
and fly you to Oregon to come and see what's happening here. And I want you to be able to witness this and document it and everything. And then she goes into saying, when you're here documenting this, I want you also to document. I've decided I'm going to procreate with the males in the Bigfoot troop. And I was speechless. I didn't laugh or anything. I just was like, okay. And she's serious. I'll let you listen to it, man. She left me the messages and she's like called me again. And Mr. M, I wish you would return my calls. And I played them for Josh, my buddy Josh. This is 100%. My wife can tell you this is true. It was very, very, very disturbing. And if she's telling the truth, I hope she's in love with one of the males or all of them. So,
If she's still alive,
right, exactly, because
you heard that expression, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned." Hell hath really no fury like a big scorned.
and there's some real stories of them taking women and them never being seen again. And Josie, are you still here? I mean, I know you have old stories of Native Americans. It is messed up, guys, being taken.
It's one thing to be taken; it's another thing to go
To
willingly.
give yourself, yes, yeah, that one blew me away. Yeah, I want to. That's the word she used too. I want to procreate with the males, not male, males, plural.
Bigfoot orgies. No, thank you.
Yeah. So see, Josie says yes. That is true. Like, they talk about on real estate agent. I suppose you just gotta roll with it. I tried to the best of my ability. That was a little much for me. Some of the stories of Native American women with their children going down by the water to get water or clean, whatever themselves or clothes, and then stories of them being kidnapped by Sasquatch. And I can't imagine, how horrifying and horrible that would be to be raped by a Sasquatch. And I'm not trying to be funny, and that's what they said.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's what supposedly happened to them. Somebody just sent me a message. Let's see. I'm so glad I figured out how to make it move slow. BJ, did somebody get a book from you? I see you thanking somebody. Guys, make sure that okay, Josie, I see it. Make sure that you when BJ throws up the link for her YouTube page, that you guys support her, please. Same as well with Josie. And guys, everybody here, if you have a YouTube channel, please don't be shy. Always let us know that you have a YouTube channel, because we do our best to support everybody that has one. And I will go out of my way. Just like over the weekend, my buddy David Wolffe was on like 90, what was he, like 9,400 or something subscribers, and he's like, I want to get to 10. I'm like, I got you, brother. And I messaged my peeps, and he woke up in the morning and he had like 10,400 something subscribers. So I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to get you 10,000, but I will definitely hook you guys up, and we will all help you as much as we can.
Darn right. I'll come and sit in on anybody's channel who's a friend of Matt's.
Thank you. We are going to go just a little bit longer here, guys. Let's finish this out. Joe's, I didn't realize what time it was, Taz. Josie Nebby sent me a footprint. So we're going to close out with this, guys. You guys have been awesome. Josie, there you are. All right. All right. Let me. Oh, yeah. I've seen these. These are good. Hold on. I'm going to set it to the 1, and then I am going to share. Share alike. All right, here we go. Josie Nebby sent us some footprints. I've seen these. These are extremely interesting. So what we have here, I would assume by the way it looks like, from what I've seen of legitimate footprints. And by the way, I just want to say one last time, I posted about the death of Dr. I just went blank. The professor from Idaho State University. Oh geez, help me out, guys. BJ. He just passed away. He's in all the Bigfoot shows and everything. I'm sure you guys are saying it as we speak. Let's see.
Is it Meldrum? Matt? I lost you, buddy.
Guys, I don't know what happened there.
There, you're back.
Yeah, it kicked me out for some reason. I don't know what the hell happened.
I think I was here the whole time.
I'm like talking to you. I'm like, Taz, can you see it?
Can't see you, can't hear you, nothing.
Well, I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad. You know what? If this was StreamYard, that would have been it. It would have ended the live stream. I don't know what happened there. All right, let me do that.
There's been a lot of ghosts in the machine tonight, brother.
There is. It started out with your place. Hold on, guys. Let me get that back up. That was very odd. I don't know what the hell happened. That's never happened to me before. And it all started with Taz's picture on the wall. All right, Josie, I am back.
Jeff Meldrum. You were talking about Jeff Meldrum.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I knew. In fact, I was saying, Taz, they're going to tell me, they're going to mention his name by the time, I get the picture up, and then I'm like, Taz, hello? So again, I'm glad I did not get booted. Oh, that's BJ. I need John. I need Josie. There you are. There's your footprints. All right, hold on one sec. Let me share this. Let me start with the first one again. There is that. Let me share. And we still got a good group, man. They do not want to stop tonight, boy. All right, let me put this on the screen. Try this one more time without the gremlins kicking me out again. All right. You guys see it? Yes, we do. So what we have here is it, as I was talking about before I couldn't think of Dr. Meldrum's name, and he's one of the only that I know of, professors that have given, extremely intelligent, study to Bigfoot and give legitimacy to it. The only thing I did not like about Dr. Meldrum is I actually reached out to him about a year and a half ago, and I wanted to talk to him about Dogman. I wanted to have a video call with him, a scholarly, intelligent conversation, and he was. I wouldn't say he was like rude. He was dismissive, and he gave me the impression that he just didn't believe in dogmen, or because he's so ingrained in the Bigfoot world. Because if you're in the know about, and it's changed a lot, people like me and other people that don't think of there's a butting of heads. But I'll tell you what, about a year ago, year and a half, there was like the Bigfoot camp was very unhappy about the popularity, or just, the fact that more information was coming about dogmen, and people were, it's just a hot subject, and they felt threatened by the dogman thing. And I think people saw threatened by the money thing.
Yeah.
And so they fought the dog. Oh, that's ridiculous. And like, I know Ken Gerhard, we're friends, and not close friends, but friendly. And, when I first met him, he gave me the impression that he was just like, one of the Bigfooters, and he just didn't want to believe the fact that, that was going on. And, it's funny because, I really put it to him actually about it. I was like, well, you know what, Ken, and I won't get into the whole conversation. We didn't argue, but he kind of thought he was going to be a little dismissive, and I took care of business. And a year later, less than a year later, I see him on shows where before he was saying, I don't believe in them, to now he is 100% a believer, dog man, blah, blah. He gives all, he talks about, you know, everything about all the people that have done research, and Linda Godfrey and Scott Carpenter and blah, blah, blah. Well, dude, you didn't want to hear it before. But anyway, Professor did not want to get in a conversation with me. And, it took me a long time to get a hold of him. I like emailed him like 5 times till he responded. And he didn't want to have it, man. He just was, I just really felt like he felt that the subject was something that threatened the money he was making on all these shows. And he didn't want to discuss it with me.
Well, too bad for him. He came around.
Yeah, he did. But the point I'm getting to is he had a lot of, he had the largest real collection of Sasquatch footprints. And where he really changed things is he got a bunch of different footprints that had dermal ridges, which proved that it was a real living animal. So, I just see this footprint, how wide it is. One of the things known about Sasquatch is about how wide across their feet are. And that just looks like a Sasquatch there. So we'll move to the next one here. And this next one, I believe it looks more like, oh, there's the witch.
Josie said that these footprints are less than a half mile from her home.
This one, and that's freaky to begin with.
Yeah.
This one obviously looks more, that's like looks like 3 toes or 4 claws, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think this is, Josie? Do you think that's like a skinwalker or a dogman? I know that there's the reptilians out there as well. What do you think this is a footprint of? Tawny says there are other cryptids than Sasquatch, Sabe, Dogman, Chupacabra, etc. Oh, 100%, Tawny, for sure. Oh, I have a very wide, believability of different cryptids out there. There is quite a list, and I do not doubt that there is, all these different kinds. I believe in quite a few. There's quite a bit of proof to prove about a number of them. I'm glad you said Dogman, Josie. That's exactly what I thought. As you guys are seeing again, they got a knife which looks like a large fillet knife or something, which probably is at least a foot long. And you've got a very wide footprint, and you've got 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 right there. Large footprint. And then you have another one right here. It's the same one. And that one actually looks like there's 3 just in this picture. But I mean, you look at the width of this thing, and then if you look like through here, it almost looks like some kind of line, you know what I mean? Like line going through the bottom, and
like an arch,
right? Or pads.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, like
so
pads.
Right. So you got dogmen that have, just like dogs have pads, and you can tell right there. There's a separation. Just looks like big dog pads or wolves. Very good pictures. Wow. That's a Bowie knife, she said. Spicy Housewife says, my little sister brings me stickers of different cryptids. After I told her my Dogman encounter, she found a Dogman sticker for me. It's in my sketchbook. That's really interesting. And I've talked to Josie about, my future of going to, different places as I go along. And this is what I did going to the steel mill was just like the baby beginning, and then what we're doing here is a really big deal, obviously. And then after we're done, I have plans to go to many places. In fact, the next place after we do Hellier, David wants to go to this one place in I think it's the Cuyahoga National State Park, which they have a lot of Bigfoot stuff going on there. What I want to do, the big one that I've spoken about to these guys for the past year and a half, and I wasn't telling them before, but I'm saying it now, is one of them is I always forget. It is shit. Well, I'll forget that one. I'll look that one up. But the one that I want to go to more than anything next to Hellier, I've been planning this one for a long time. It is in Michigan, and it is it is, oh my God, I hate getting old, Taz.
CJ says it's Newcastle.
Yes, Newcastle.
Hillview Manor.
That's not the big one I want to go to. But yes, thank you. I can always count on her. I knew she was going to be bringing it up. The one I want to go to is oh geez, I gotta look it up. Hold on. And I've never really shared it much with these guys. Um, it is, hold on, Eloise Asylum. So
Oh yeah, I've heard of that
I'm
place.
sure you've heard of it. So it's been investigated on a ton of big shows. The most telling one, and guys, I'm going there for sure. I hope I can talk you into coming. Um,
Anything's possible.
Eloise, if you guys watch one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite guys, it is Josh Gates. He has Expedition X. It is season 6, episodes 1 and 2. They go to Eloise Asylum. You will mess yourself when you see what they find there. Not only a bunch of not like EVPs, they're hearing stuff with their own ears in real time. But the one thing that blew my mind more than anything, and there's two things that happened. Jessica Chobot, who's no longer on the show, she was actually standing, and they say with these things, and we're going to get going here.
I was just joining the Planet 412 Facebook group. I realized I wasn't.
Welcome, man.
I've done that yet, and I want to hang out and see some of these people's pictures that they're posting on the Facebook group.
Awesome. I love it.
So you were saying, I apologize for interrupting.
No, that's okay. I'm super stoked to hear that you joined. Welcome, brother. In fact,
I'm not much of a social media guy. I'm not much. I have a
Me
Facebook
either.
account, and I use it just to stay in touch with people who I have no other way to try to get in touch with them. I don't have an Insta. I used to. I don't have an X. I don't have a LinkedIn. I don't even have a TikTok. So
I have to get mine going a little better though, because as they say, when you have a successful YouTube channel, you need to have the
these other
Instagram and
things.
all that. So I need to get those going a little better. I have 3 member requests. Taz, I see you there. Suzanne Liverett and Asteria Rose. We've been getting really big lately. Just in the last month, I've gone from, I don't know, it was like 400 people, and now it's like 600 or 700 something. It's 676. So I just accepted you. The point I was saying, guys, real quick about it is, they say at these places to go like low tech. So she brought a Polaroid camera, and they were taking shots everywhere. And Josh said, "Let me take your picture. Maybe we'll catch something." Well, when they went through them, and it's on this season 6, episode 1 and 2 of Expedition X, they caught the definition of like a phantom behind her, dark, phantom. They tried to recreate it, nothing. But the thing that made me decide 100% that I was going to Eloise is Jessica Chobot and Phil, I forget his last name, went down in like the basement area, and they're like in a super long tunnel, and they're at the one end, and she like smacks him and starts punching him. She goes, "Look, look, look, look." And they turn and they look, and there is all the way down the hall, like say like my hands are like a wall, and there's this thing like looking out. It's like,
whoa.
this, and it's just a black head, and it's like this. Well, let me go this way. It's like this. And
where's Expedition X on? What's that? Is that a YouTube channel? What is that?
That is on Discovery Plus.
Okay.
And I think you might be able to get it on some of the other streaming services, but I pay for.
I want to see that.
I pay for Discovery Plus because it has like every paranormal show there is.
I see.
And they are like, oh my God. Phil's like, what the hell? They're like, hello, hello, and then all of a sudden its head, it goes whoosh, and it goes back, and they like make a beeline down the end of the hall, and they're careful coming around the corner, and there's nothing there. But ironically, there's like this in the ceiling, there's like this gigantic, it has to be like a cold air return. It was like made of concrete, and that's probably where the thing went. But it really was. I mean, there's no way they faked what they saw.
And that was at the sanitarium?
At Eloise Asylum in Detroit. Yeah. So that's where I'm going, guys, too. I hope Taz will join me. Me and David Wolffe have been planning on going there for at least 2 years.
Well, if I work it out, I will go. Huge fan of David's. Huge fan of David's.
He's a good dude.
Very impressed with his work.
Yeah, he's a good dude, and we're gonna go to in Newcastle, what BJ just said, and I got a lot of plans, man. It'll be fun. But guys, we are going to get going. I have been keeping Taz up way longer than I should have.
That's okay. You do not hear me complaining. I'm a big boy. If I wanted to go to bed, I would have. I love spending time with you.
I love having you. That's why I asked you if you want to do it. Guys, I want to thank all of you for coming. I've had a blast with you. Next show, I'll let you guys know if it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, because on Tuesday, I'm actually speaking at the Youngstown Paranormal Society. They asked me to speak there like 3 months ago. So I'm going to be speaking there on Tuesday at 6 p.m. If I'm going to call her tomorrow and ask her if I'm going to be out, like what time will I get out? Because if I get out at 7:30 or something, I can make it to the live stream.
Yeah, just do a live stream of your presentation.
That's a good idea. I might have to do that. I did not think of that.
Well, that's why you got me in your life.
I got the man. Guys, would you like me to do a live stream from my speech?
Well, yeah, the whole it's a paranormal conference, man. And you're the keynote speaker.
Well, it's not a conference. It's just they meet I am actually going to be speaking at a conference in October. But I am speaking at the Youngstown Paranormal. They are a group that meet every Tuesday, and they asked me to speak there like 3 months ago. They're like, people have been like,
if they'll stream you, man, get a tripod, slap that phone on there, and just connect in or do whatever you need to do.
That's a good idea. Yeah. In fact, BJ will be at the conference that I'm going to in October. It's at the where is it in Girard? It's at the, I forget the name of the place, but I am going to be speaking there. It'll be the second time I speak there. It's a paranormal conference, an actual paranormal conference. And then, yeah, so I guess, guys, if you want me to, I will. Guys, I just want to thank all of you again for coming. You guys hung out the whole time. Like, man, we've had a good group all night long.
You guys are awesome.
They are. They're phenomenal, man. I'm telling you, I don't just say this. I learned a long time ago. My dad and my ex-coach, Jim Tressel, taught me, you don't blow smoke up people's asses. You're honest. Dude, I have the best people on YouTube. They're just the best. And no offense to Carol Ann.
You ever heard the expression, Matt? Water seeks its own level. You got good people because you're good people.
Oh, thank you.
That's how that works, brother.
There it is. Paranormal Psychic Fair, Metroplex Expo Center in Girard, Ohio, October 18th and 19th. I'm speaking on the 18th and at 2 o'clock, I think. Thank you, Josie. You're awesome too. Thank you for your donation. That was beyond generous. I am so appreciative. And guys, I love all of you. Thank you for sticking around all night. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Taz, thank you, brother. I'm honored every time you're here.
Whenever you want me, just let me know.
You will absolutely be a regular here on the 412. Everybody, you guys have a good night. We're going to get going. So we will see you later. Let me make sure I put up the right thing here. And we are going to take off. Josh, actually, Nanokio from What Lurks Beneath is one of my sponsors, one of the only few sponsors I have on this channel. So I am going to close out with him and his commercial, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand, things we thought were myth, mysteries that defy reality, and even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath, will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe?